I already know what it is. I'm gonna be clear.
What was it talking about?
So, okay,
Just watch her Dune shit. Fucking badass. It's a fucking. Shut up! Oh my god! Wait, shut up!
you know some man rules, for God's sake. I'm talking to the lady.
I don't care. Shut up!
You had weapons?
Badass. So fucking cool.
Please shut up. Men's voices, rock hard abs, and a big cock. Giant cock. Don't ruin my fantasy. I know everything.
Shut up!
I'd marry her on a goddamn garbage heap.
Oh, God! Fuck! Wait! Oh my God! Wait! Hold on. She's not Jewish. She's not Jewish.
I have porn. Oh, I've been through fucking hell. I know. Pervaded your piracy. Shut up!
I don't care.
I just want to see the kind of jeans you're wearing. People, what is this thing called sex? And I gotta try it. Sure, you were molested. You're probably. Gosh, man.
Her Dune shit.
I feel like you're a little creeped out by me.
Shut up!
They're gingers. They're weak. They're fucking thing. I can't get to the end. I just want to fucking suck a dick. You're Whoopi Goldberg. Because I haven't had sex in years.
Like a man, would you be as hard as you say you are?
I'm gonna go.
Run and go get your bodyguard. What you gonna do when she gets the fan? Stand and fight like a man. So it's as hard as you say you are.
That's backwards. Them niggas just gon' keep coming back, and that's when extortion happens. And the struggle to get free. I know how this shit be. You give anything to live legitimately. But you can find if you do get in this industry, it's best to do business with me than against me.
Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Comic Artist Pro Secrets. I'm Ethan Van Skyver. This is the COMICSGATE Kings show. What the hell? Can I please just pin this? Everything's a nightmare all the time. Trying to work my iPad. Sometimes it makes me feel like a boomer, but I know I'm not. I know I'm definitely not a boomer. You guys got my back there. All right, hold on a second. Pin to chat. Beautiful. Okay, now we're rolling. Hi, everyone. Great to see you. This is COMICSGATE Kings. I'm Ethan Van Skyver, world's most charming, disarming, elegant, eloquent, and humble man. Great big Sopranos fan, trusted member of the media. Ethan on day 2 of his hangover. Yes, indeed. I feel okay. I didn't have anything to drink today. No hair of the dog. I did take a nice nap. But I think I'm running on all 4 cylinders. Do I have 4 cylinders or just 2? Let me see. Kings, says James Murphy. Kings, greetings, EVS, says Trey Chester. Holocron Library Fox says, well, you're definitely too young to be a boomer, technically. That's good to know. I think that it's more about your incompetence as a human being than it is about your rage, though. I think being a boomer is more about like, hey, you're an idiot that can't adapt to current technology or trends. Hold on, we got some super chats already. Headrock says, Kelsey forced me to be here. And he seems upset about that. Kelsey's in the back room. I'm going to let him in a second. Let me just read these super chats. So Lazy for $20 says, I finally read Blood Honey and I enjoyed it. A few days later, Wreck Planet came in and I loved it. After that, I bought some figures. I will patiently wait for volume 3 because story and art this good takes a lot of effort. Yes, it does. That's a lot of effort. We're well into issue 3, though. I think you guys are going to be surprised at how quick that comes out, but I don't want to brag. Pastor Flash says, with the launch of Cyberfrog 3 next week, can you guarantee no Wreck Planet has spoilers? No Wreck Planet has spoilers in the launch or on campaign pages. Pastor Flash, I'll try to keep that in mind when I'm putting the campaign page together. I will try to keep that in mind to limit the artwork that I show to things that will not spoil it for people who haven't read Wreck Planet yet. But moving forward, that's going to be kind of tough to do because, you know, every book is going to have spoilers for the previous book. It's just that's the way it kind of goes. Quick by EBS is 5 years, says Alec Campbell. Brutal, but true. No. We're going to go much faster than that. You guys wait and see. Very excited about this. But again, I don't want to brag. I don't want to, brag about anything. Very excited about drawing comics lately. Let me talk about that to this guy.
I'm giving you the children's ray. I'm not a sharper. An old man sleeping in the rope bed in a room behind a Chinese grocery.
I can still hear my old hound dog barking.
Don't believe in fairy tales or sermons or stories about money, but thanks for the cigarette.
On the bayou.
Look, comics are easy. Effort's getting my fat ass out of bed every morning. That's what effort is.
That's the other way around for me. I spring out of bed with joy every single morning. Very happy to be alive, for all the things that we've got. But
well, I spring out of bed, but mostly it's because I got to piss like really bad. So.
Comics are hard. Writing and drawing comics are hard for me, and I guess it's different for everybody. We're not just apparatchiks. We're not just robots that produce art, all in the same way. For me, it is a lovely. It is the most joyfully excruciating thing that I do every day. I like it. I love making comics, but it hurts. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's painful. It's like. I have a lot of questions and I second guess everything that I do and there's a lot of that going on, so I love it. It takes as long as it takes. I'm definitely reassured by the fact that pretty much all of the reviews of Wreck Planet have been very, very positive, and that makes me feel like I can do it. Because if reviews came back for Wreck Planet that were like we didn't like this, I think I'd be like, maybe I'm not suited for this job. Let me go back.
You just come on. You'll feel that way for a couple days, and then you'll regroup. I can do better than that. You don't stay in the industry. You don't stay doing this art form for this long without trusting yourself on some level, or at least driving yourself, right? Because you're like, well, fuck them. I could do better than that. I'm going to hit them next time. They're going to like the next one, right?
That's what I did with Blood Honey. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here is your campaign, by the way. We're going to be promoting this tonight.
Hey, let me get on camera here. Where am I? There I am. No, it's not that way. No. Where the hell am I? Oh, there you go.
For goodness sakes, Kelsey. What is going on? This is called Scribbles, Layout and Design Works by Kelsey. And you've launched it exclusively on Fund My Comic. Is that right?
Yeah, Fund My Comic. We got to test it out. We got to set it to its full paces, maybe try it out at 100, 200K, really kind of, see what it can do.
Len Barnett sent over a member chat that I better read real quick. It says, Morristown treated you well, Ethan. Hail, COMICSGATE. Yeah, they treated all of us very well, Kelsey. I wish you would have been there with us.
I'm going to the next one. You better believe it.
Yeah, good. Mr. Joker asked, did I miss what's happening with Dale's posters? No, I guess what's happening with Dale's posters is that it wasn't really a good time to launch this weekend because we were away. We were all at the convention. And today I would like to launch Kelsey's thing. In the meantime, Dale Keown is coloring. He's recoloring all the posters. He did the first one already, and it looks great. I'll show that to you tonight. And we'll try to feel out what is the best day to launch. I'd like to do it soon this week. But tonight we're focused on this new sketchbook by Kelsey Shannon. I can't wait to look at this with you. And the fact that it's on Fund My Comic is really extraordinary.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, should I let the other guys? Let me let some other guys in here too. We'll talk about this together.
These four people. Look at these four people.
So sexy, it hurts.
To the depths of space. And now,
Object to the text!
Well, good evening. I have made it back. Dan Fragaboom is on the way home with his brother.
He didn't make it all the way with you? What happened?
Oh, what an ordeal. What an ordeal. He was supposed to, if you don't mind me telling the story real quick, he was supposed to leave at 5:30 last night. At about 8:30, he sends over a text saying, nope, it's delayed. We're like, oh, dude, that sucks. 10 o'clock, delayed. We're like, oh, my God, that sucks. And then we were going to, is something wrong with my mic?
No, you sound good.
Okay. So we were going to leave at like 5 in the morning. So we got up at like 4:30, Dennis and I. And I look at my text, and at 1:45, Dan sent a text going, are you up? Call me. And my phone's on Do Not Disturb. So I sent him a text right back. He said, dude, what's going on? He called me. He's like, oh, my God, the flight got canceled. They don't have a flight out until Tuesday. All the hotels are booked up. I'm stuck in this airport. Can I drive back with you? And my brother will drive up from Georgia to pick me up at your house. And I said, dude, of course. So we hopped in the truck, went to the airport, picked him up, and then did the drive back and got back here around 5 o'clock. And his brother pulled in pretty much right behind us, hung out for a little bit, jumped in the car, and he should be getting home around 11, I guess. So very exhausting.
No
very
dinosaurs,
tired.
no like freaking gangs of motorcycles. I mean, I was expecting a story. I was thinking,
No.
Hell's Angels came after him. We fought him off.
Dude, the worst part is in New Jersey, you can't make left turns and you can't pump your own gas. Mm-hmm. So last night, we're driving back from dinner that this nice couple took Graham and Dennis and myself out to. They're big fans and stuff of everyone. And we're driving back, and I've got like, I don't know, 70 miles before I'm empty. And Dennis is like, you should get gas. And I'm like, dude, I got 70 miles before empty. We'll get up in the morning. We'll hit the road. No problem. We go to the airport, and now my light's on. It's pegged right on E. And Dennis is freaking out. You're going to run out of gas. Oh, my God, I told you to get gas. And I'm like, shut up. We're not going to run out of gas. So we picked Dan up, and it was an ordeal. But we are back.
Well, I'm glad that you guys are back. It was fun. We're going to talk about the convention. We'll review it together and talk about.
Oh yeah.
Would it have been
Kelsey,
better?
I backed your book.
Hey, thank you.
Oh, by the way, everybody, I just refreshed it. Everybody backed the book. We're going to go through that too. But let's get this guy on here and let's talk to him about whether or not the show would have been better had he been there.
I've seen horrors that you've seen.
Please, let's not talk about that again. I can't take it.
It's impossible through words to describe what is necessary to those who do not know what horror means. And you must make a friend of horror.
No.
Horror and moral terror are your friends. if they are not, then
Aaron,
they are truly enemies.
Okay, I take responsibility where I feel like, I have harmed anyone, but I haven't harmed anyone at all. Hey, welcome, Aaron Lopresti. How are you, my friend?
Oh, look, I'm ketchup and mustard. I didn't even realize that. And
Yeah, you are.
You look like you should be serving me hot dogs and
I
French
know, like
fries.
a baseball game or something, right?
If I didn't know you any better, I'd believe you, but it's Aaron Lopresti who's all into cereal mascots. You, of course, did that on purpose.
No, I just realized when I saw myself in the picture, I went, wow, that's really red and that's really yellow.
Those are the two colors that inspire hunger in people. You realize that? Like, that's market tested. Red and yellow make people hungry. And that's why almost every fast food sign that you see and a lot of food products use those colors in their advertising.
Hey.
So, McDonald's, of course, red and yellow, you see that and you go, French fries and hamburgers.
No.
Didn't Taco Bell like purple and white? I mean, what is
that's
Taco
their
Bell?
problem.
Yeah,
that's their problem.
It goes against the grain. Like Burger King uses red and yellow too. I mean, Chick-fil-A uses red, and people theorize, scientists theorize the reason is because it's very primitive. Blood, you know what I mean? Like we see blood and we think food, and so it's deep in our nature to be excited by the color red. Here's Rob, Death Raider, by the way, Rob Hunter.
He's
Where's
all
his intro?
neon.
We need a Rob intro
for some reason.
Rob is the only one here who doesn't have an intro. I feel like he doesn't need an intro. He makes himself known.
It looks like he's in the Matrix, so I don't know, man.
Yeah, he does.
Rob spends the show laughing in the background, so you'll let people know that Rob is here. People are happy to see Rob. Tonight we've got an incredible campaign by Kelsey Shannon, who I will say this about Kelsey, like Kelsey has done so much work for other comic skaters, other people's campaigns. He draws mostly for other people. Before that, you had a couple of things that you did for yourself, right? I mean, the Jungle Girl book was...
No, that was actually for Antarctic Press. Always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
Wow.
This is like the first time, and everybody's been waiting for an opportunity to support you, and one of your ventures. I know that I have. I'm excited about backing this right here.
Yeah, thank you.
This is just to start because, so first of all, describe this. What made you want to do scribbles?
Well, I'd done a couple sketchbooks in the past, and they're just like comics, and just kind of scratching that itch because I love process artwork. That's like some of my favorite stuff is seeing people's sketches, the layouts, all this kind of thing. And see, Andy knows what I'm talking about. I'm scratching that itch for him right now. He's like, "Oh yeah, process art." So I mean, I love this kind of stuff, and I wanted to make the sort of penultimate process art book that didn't have a lot of fancy design. It's just pure unadulterated artwork from I don't know how many different comic books. Over 10 years worth of stuff I think is going in this book. So I look at this also as kind of closing the door on one whole chapter of my life and career, in that a lot of this stuff was done digital for like 10 15 years. I worked digital. Worked a lot in the mainstream. I've done a lot for other people in COMICSGATE. And so this is kind of ending that whole part of, my life and going into the next part, which is kind of figuring out what I want to say as a storyteller and like doing my own thing. And I've been really excited about that. So this is just a compilation of the behind the scenes things that nobody generally gets to see. It just ends up in a file in my desktop. So I want to make it available.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. And I think with so many young people who are starting to do their own comic books through COMICSGATE now that it's pretty clear that you can get a comic book funded and made, you don't have to raise too much money. But people really need to focus on learning the language of comics and storytelling. And I look at this and I just go, first of all, Kelsey, you're a master at it. You are a really, really good storyteller. Your drawings are beautiful, but you puppeteer them so beautifully on your pages.
Still learning. So it's always a learning process. But I mean, that the storytelling part is one of my favorite parts. And so like I see people putting out sketchbooks or art books, and it's like, man, I love the nuts and bolts of storytelling, how characters move from one panel to the next and from page to page, how you stretch time out and how you make it shorter or faster or whatever. I mean, there's all these little tricks that we do. I mean, it's a special thing. It's an amazing thing what we can accomplish in a book. You know, we don't have music, we don't have editing, we don't have actors. It all comes from, in here.
Yeah, when you're a comic book artist, Aaron Lepresti will tell you, I mean, you are the writer, you are the director, and you're all the actors all at once.
I'll tell you that. It's true. Let me go grab a hot dog first, though. And,
oh my God, dude! Seriously, I have not had dinner. Do not make me hungry. I
didn't either. I'm going to make it worse. I'm going to make it worse right now. I just put on like a slow cook pot of chili downstairs so that people could go and eat, because I knew that I'd be going past dinner time on the show here on the West Coast. So there's chili simmering down in the kitchen right now.
Hey, we got 975 people watching already. Would you guys mind leaning over and pressing that thumbs up? Once you do that, like once we get the thumbs up on YouTube here, just click that like button. YouTube will recommend the video out, and we'll get more people in. You know, we spent the weekend in Morristown, New Jersey, at Garden State Comic Fest, really reaching out to. I'm sorry, hold on. Really reaching out.
Oops.
Yeah, we'll get down to that. We'll save that. I want people to focus on what I'm saying. Reaching out to more people who might not be familiar with COMICSGATE, might not be familiar with what we're doing here. The best way to reach more people also is to get these videos recommended in the algorithm by YouTube, and you can help us do that by clicking that like. So if it wouldn't be too much trouble, you could do that for us. We'd appreciate it. All right, now on to this. Oh my God! So this is a sketch for your this is a sketch for Cash Grab, I guess.
For the slave girl Anna from Star Wars.
Nice.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I got a few more sketches, but yeah, everybody wanted me to make them bigger, especially her. So I did this sketch.
It's all part of promotion, man. She's as big as they can get.
She's like, Kelsey, make me shorter, but make those bigger. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got all this stuff in here. I'm fucking drinking. That's obviously your tagline.
Everybody's been wanting this shirt for a long time, so yeah, I thought it'd be fun to kind of put this out on the campaign.
Featured in this book, you've got just like process work from all the books that you've done within COMICSGATE. There's Cyberfrog, Jawbreakers Lost Souls, Nora's Saga 1 through 6. Just basically a lot of stuff. Johnny Phantasm is in there. Giant Size Two-Fisted Manly Tales. Nexus Triplets. Let me pull out any more COMICSGATE things here. I think that's it. So,
yeah, there's a lot more too. That's why I put a much more. But I just try to hit the high notes. I think.
What kind of stuff is this? Like, what are people going to see?
Well, for instance, Nora's Saga or the Cyberfrog story I did for you, it's the layout drawings. I mean, you probably are not familiar with this because you are one of those crazy people that can go straight. You could draw like one line and then ink the whole piece,
Right. Yeah, that's the way I work. Not exactly like that, but kind of. Yeah.
But a lot of us have to go through this process of pulling our hair out, kicking ourselves. Let me go watch some movies. Maybe some of this. Oh, this would be cool. And then we were doing layout drawings, trying to hammer it all out, doing the perspectives and making sure it all flows together well. And that generally comes in the form of drawing the page first before you draw the page. And that's what we refer to as the layouts. And generally layouts are what people call thumbnails, because they'll usually just draw them about the size of a thumbnail. And it's usually to work out just the little panel layout. Like right there on the cover, Matt Barr actually helped me with those. He threw those little layout panels on the cover there. And I think it makes a big difference because it does illustrate kind of the tradition of layouts. Just doing little tiny thumbnail sketches of just the panels. But I go a little crazy. Like I basically draw the page, in its entirety, with as much detail as I can. And then the drawing process of the final piece is just not that big a deal. Sometimes I'll go straight to ink from that. So in essence, it's kind of my pencils as well, a lot of this stuff. So
Yeah, I mean, this is the way most normal people work. I think. Andy, is this what you do? Could you, Andy, if you needed to, could you do a book like this, like a layout and design? Do you have like layouts like this, or what did Bart?
No, because I do thumbnails on the script page,
Mhm.
and then I just take out the blank sheet of paper with that already has the blue line around it, and I just start drawing. Every now and then I'll take a photo. I'll pull the phone out just to take a picture of the layouts and stuff, but I just start drawing right on the Bristol. So
I could show you an example of how I do it. Let me see.
While you're looking, let's bring in another friend of ours.
It's time again for fun and excitement with your favorite Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let us leave the confusion and all disillusion behind. Just like birds of a feather, a rainbow together will fly.
What up, Billy Tucci?
What's up, brothers?
What's up, Tooch?
Andy Smith made it home alive.
Oh, barely.
Dang. Yeah, we all made it home barely, right? Holy crap. Sorry,
dude.
Please continue. I apologize.
Wait. So, Billy, I don't know if you know this, but Kelsey Shannon has launched a new campaign on Fund My Comic.
Excellent.
Entirely on Fund My Comic. So this is very exciting. FundMyComic.com, which is a new crowdfunding platform created by Luke Stone, and he's running it. He invested his own money in it, and basically a lot of people are making the decision to come over to Fund My Comic and get their comics crowdfund here, because there will be no gatekeeping here, and this site will only grow if we allow it to grow. If we actually start fundraising here. So Kelsey's one of the guys one of the most popular creators, I think, who has decided to come over here. Many have, but Kelsey, I think, is really taking a nice risk here on behalf of Fund My Comic by launching his sketchbook here. So if you'd like to back it, I hope that you do. The link is in the description above. We're going to look at it a little bit more here. Don't Call Me Junior says, it was great seeing and talking to you guys at the con. Whoever said never meet your heroes never hung out with the Kings. Yeah, we had a really nice weekend over at Garden State Comic Fest this weekend. It was the first convention that I think people would call a COMICSGATE convention, because we did have a presence there that was noticed by some mainstream comic pros, and we were discussed mournfully. So I guess you could call it kind of COMICSGATE. And Mark Polton was there. He was in the other room.
Oh, was he? Oh, freezing out there?
Yeah, it was.
He was.
Cold.
So why wasn't he in between us when we were all in that big row?
I think I asked him a question. Yeah, he said something like, "Hey, I signed up late or something like that."
Or he didn't want to be with us.
Apparently, Shane Davis was there too. He was always like, nobody noticed. He was in the background.
Yeah, it was really, really great. I gotta say, Cecil was there. So who was there? Cecil, Graham Nolan, Billy Tucci, Andy Smith. Let's see. I was there. Dan Fraga. Did I forget anyone? The Mark Bolton.
Mark Bolton.
And that's it was a pretty good lineup of COMICSGATE friends.
Dude, it was an all-star lineup. I called it Murderer's Row. There's Mark Polton. What's up, bro?
There he is.
Hey, I'm thawing
Hey,
out.
he made it.
I wasn't part of Murderer's Row. I was on the ice hockey rink.
Freezing.
And here's the cool thing, is that they put all of us, Mark excluded. There's a hero's room and a villain's room. And we were all in the hero's room.
Yeah, that's right.
I was like, we were in the hero's room.
Oh, I didn't think of that. That's
think about,
awesome.
Imagine how the SJWs would have ran with it if we were in the villain's room. Nope.
Oh yeah,
fucking hero. Boom. I think I'm on adrenaline because I probably had like 4 hours sleep in the past.
Still going.
Yeah, still going.
He's gonna crash for days.
Yeah,
I'm kind of surprised that we were in the heroes room. I thought that certainly, just even if it were by chance and coincidence, they'd put us in the villains room, but they didn't. They put us in the heroes room.
Yeah,
that was kind of neat.
In the prime area too. We were in Broadway.
Yeah, we were. Yeah, basically, we had a lot of traffic the entire time, and I think people were happy to come hang out with us. And I think we threw the best parties. Did anybody else throw any parties? I didn't see any. Like,
there was nothing. No.
No, I don't think so. No.
They all
Did
went
you see
home.
all those people in the outskirts? I don't know if you saw it, Ethan. There was a bunch of other con people because everyone was staying at that hotel, and they were all in the peripheral. They were all on that sidewalk. There was, remember the sidewalk from the main, from the common area where we walked inside the main vestibule or whatever, the lobby. They were all standing on the sidewalk leading from that, because if you remember last year at the hotel we had, there was a bar, and I think they were expecting to go to the bar, but there was no bar. So they were standing there kind of wanting to join because of how much fun we were all having, but yet terrified at the same time.
Yeah, I don't want to
scare.
What if I end up in a photograph with people with my tears?
Oh my God, Andy Smith! There's a picture of Andy Smith behind me.
Oh, I mean,
Perish the thought.
Yeah, dreadful. How terrifying.
And what about a hero at Andy Smith rescuing Dan Fraga?
Yeah.
Somebody
Fraga
had to do the right thing.
at the airport. His flights were canceled. Right, he had to stay in the airport overnight. He was
Dude, he was there for 14. He was at the airport for 14 hours.
He couldn't get another flight or even a rental car?
Not till tomorrow morning.
Oh, man.
See, he had you know what it is, Rob? He had a late flight. And if you guys who travel, you know when you have a late flight, all the other delays from early in the morning, right? So you say you're delayed at 6 o'clock, you're going to get on a 10 o'clock flight. If you're on the 10 o'clock flight, you get delayed, you're going to be on maybe the 4 o'clock flight. You're on the 10 p.m. flight and you get delayed, brah. You might as well start walking.
But he did talk to he talked to the airline when we were driving, and I was impressed. The guy said, "Let's see what we can do," and Dan's like, "Well, I mean, wouldn't you just take the total fare and cut it in half and give me half back?" And he's like, "Well, let me see, blah 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 blah. This is how much you're getting back," and it was more than half of the fare he's getting back.
It should be all of it. It was their fault, right?
Right. Yes.
Well, no, it was more than half of the entire round trip, I'm saying, because the flight up was fine.
Oh, okay.
So he thought he'd get half of the entire round trip back, but he got more than half of the whole trip back. So he scored. He was very happy.
Yesterday. The weather was great yesterday.
It's probably
so Dan said he was doing some checking, and apparently, from what he told us, there was some fire or something in DC at an airport and a control tower or something, and that could have messed everything up.
Oops!
What?
So, that's what Dan said. He said there's some fire in a control tower at one of the DC airports, and that could have snowballed it. I don't know.
A fire in the air traffic control tower. First time ever.
You guys got to Google maximum refund that an airline can give you, because I saw a YouTube video. I don't remember the details at all, but it was a lot higher than an airline has ever even offered to me. So if you Google that, it's like they legally have to if you ask for it.
Wow. Well, they also told him, so he's getting a good amount. He got a good amount back. But then the guy also told him, go to this part of the website, file a grievance, and you'll probably, work out well there too. So, he might get the whole fare back. You never know.
Well, I hope he shows up tonight. Mark Polton, it's great to have you here. We were just wondering what exactly caused you to not join us. You should have been sitting with us, Mike. Now, you had an enormous booth. People who saw Mark Polton's haunted pizza booth, I think we're probably stunned by how ornate and large and ostentatious it was. It was really nice. I walked by. I was like, wow, look at this. You wouldn't have really fit in next to us with a table that size. Did you go for a vendor's booth? Is that what it was?
No. Well, I would have scaled it down. I asked for an artist table, and I was told they were sold out. So I wanted to be there, so I took the exhibitor's booth.
When you say sold out, we didn't pay anything. Did anybody pay for a table?
Yeah, they're not going to give me a table.
They need to get to know you. We're gonna have to let people know who you are, Mark, and we'll make sure that we do that.
Who you are. Yeah.
You're not paying for nothing. Let me see. Mr. Biggins says second and third CG Con, maybe Orlando 2022.
Oh, we got a time.
That was back in
Go
time.
back in time.
Yeah, we're gonna have to travel back in time for that one.
Were there other CG Cons that I think Biggins is saying this wasn't your first convention, CG convention?
Wait, was that when they trashed the comic place? That one?
There was one. Remember, your boy Zach appeared in Texas.
Oh yeah,
with John Malin. Who else was there?
Graham was there. Wasn't Graham there?
Gosh, I don't remember. There's a photo somewhere. I remember there was a photo of those guys.
It was the Bell County Comic Con.
Yes. Was it Bell County? That's owned by the Tim Lim guys, the iconic guys. Interesting. Well, anyway, this is might not be the first, but it is significant, a very significant thing. I had such a good time. I got some great artwork from fans. I got brought this nice Cyberfrog piece, which I pinned. I took it down just now. I pinned it to my wall. See that? I pinned it right behind my computer with a very inspirational note to me that I can read.
I got a similar one to it. Very moving, right?
I love this. This girl came up. I will say that I'll tell this story. This young girl came up to me. She's in her mid-20s or so, and there was something about her. I was like, I feel like she's a hater. I feel like she's a hater. I don't know why, but like I was a little bit afraid of her. And she comes up to me and she goes, "Hey, Ethan," and I go, "What?" And she pulls this out, and I go, "Oh my gosh, is that Lily?" And she goes, "Yeah, I drew Lily for you." And I said, "What's your name?" And she said, "Lily. My name's actually Lily."
Whoa.
So she's like, I'm like, "Listen, are you one of us?" And she goes, "Yeah, I am." Totally awesome. Like, I was not expecting that. Like, not only are we getting the bald white men, bald old white men, but we're getting young people too. And she brought out like a book. She's like, "I'm working on a comic right now." And it was great. It was manga, of course. You can tell from the style of her drawing that she's like into manga. But wonderful, absolutely wonderful to meet these people, to get little sketches that they did. She went up and down the aisle. I think she had one for. Did Billy?
I got one.
Yeah,
nice. It was wonderful. It really was.
Wow.
Oh, all full screen.
She gave me one. She did a drawing of myself and Dennis.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Lily. Oh, I'll show the other one too. You really should be giving people their full screen treatment here.
Oh yeah. Cool.
I love this. I love how flattened out he is. Like, he's crouched down. I was like, oh, that's pretty neat. Maybe I'll do something like that. People are just we're just wonderful.
Well, did you know that she flew in from the Midwest as soon as she saw all of us going to be there, and she's like, "Oh my God, all these guys in one place," and she did. She bought a ticket from the Midwest to fly in, so she was really nice.
Far out.
Look at
It's
this.
that kind of stuff. That and like the kid that got your toy that came back. He was like, hoping you would come back next year. I mean, all that stuff's so great. It's
that was so incredibly moving. Yeah, this little. So these two, there were kids. A lot of children were coming over to Cyberfrog. I think a lot. Like, and you notice them because you're like, I was under the impression there were no kids who were enjoying comics anymore, but they were there. And these two boys bought baseball caps. They bought comics. They bought the toys. They're asking questions and stuff like that. There were lots of kids like this. And the kid goes, the guy goes, "Are you going to be here next year too?" And I go, "I don't know." And he goes, "Please come back next year." The kid, he's like 9 years old. Yeah, I was like, okay, like, I guess I will. I better have Cyberfrog 3 for next year.
The cool thing was it was such an incredible sense of positive energy.
Yeah.
We were all laughing, right? I mean, right, Andy? I mean, holy crap. What it was. Busy. But Ethan, you said when that young woman walked up to you and you were on your guard. Were you a little bit on guard? Because you got there, Andy, remember Friday night, we're like, everyone's asked to help Ethan set up. So like 8:30 in the morning, and you got up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and you set up by yourself in the
rain.
But were you kind of, man, it's gonna be rough. Were you kind of expecting some pushback, or? from the weirdos and all the fucking freaks and stuff like that, or what?
Like I myself, when I first showed up to set up, I was expecting some dirty looks. Like I thought I'd get some dirty looks from some people. The closest thing that came to that was, and absolutely everybody treated me great. I went over to Buzz. I went into the villains room. And I have not spoken to Buzz since I was canceled. And we used to be pretty good friends, although he was kind of like a big brother type. He'd bully me a little bit. So that's Buzz.
He's great though, man. I love
Buzz.
Yeah.
So I went over to him and I just, he's Asian. You know what I mean? Like all these things were running through my head. Like maybe he thinks I'm. So I go up to Buzz and I go, hey, Buzz. And he looks, he's like, oh. And I go, hey, man, do you still love me now that I'm a racist, bigot, homophobe? And he said, he looked at me and he goes, I love you because you're a racist, bigot.
Yeah.
So Buzz, man. Yeah, I miss that guy. I really do. And I was just like, he is. I was just like, anytime you're ready. He makes his living from commissions. He really does. He does it. Makes a good living doing commissions. But I just said, anytime you're ready to come over here, you let me know. What a great guy.
Well, the thing is, so I've had this conversation with Buzz, and he just and he makes a really good living doing commissions.
Mm-hmm.
But he's been an artist for over 30-something years, but it's not worth for him to do a page rate. It's not. He's priced himself out because he can't afford.
Takes him a long time.
Yeah, I mean, you could offer him $100 a page.
When somebody will pay him $3,000 to draw she, you know what I mean? Like, and he does a lot of like female characters from the '90s, like
maybe I'm in the wrong business.
Yeah, you are.
You are. Well, I know somebody that's doing a cover for. I'm not going to say who it is yet, but doing a cover for me on my next project, and he doesn't like even doing covers for Marvel and DC because he makes way more money doing commissions than they pay, so it's really funny how kind of the landscape is changing. Guys are the really good guys are making good money doing commissions, and like screw comics. It doesn't
depends on what gets your your boat floating, man. I mean, I love the whole aspect of telling stories. So
I'm the same way. I'm a storyteller.
Yeah. Commissions just ain't gonna cut it. It's just good. It's fun, but man,
everybody runs with
eventually
their own.
Everybody's gonna have, all your fans are at least gonna have one piece of your artwork eventually, and you go, okay, well, who's left to do a commission for?
Yeah,
that's true too. All the big art whales that buy expensive pieces of art, eventually it's like, I got enough of your stuff, dude. What are you gonna? But everyone runs with their own pack.
I was raised by the wolves, 8 to they fool, run through the night, playing with your life, going against the pack, that's risking your life, better play it right, yeah, you better play it right, I got loyalty and blood.
Yo.
Ooh, echo.
How's it going, guys?
Happy birthday. Happy late birthday, John.
It was like 4 days ago, but thanks.
We missed your birthday.
3 days ago.
We were thinking about you. We were busy partying as a close-knit crew of professionals. Having a good time. Those of us who really care about COMICSGATE were together and promoting our comics to the masses.
Yeah, I didn't notice. I was out having fun with my own friends.
Wait, didn't you do a stream solo? Was that?
John was hanging with his better friends.
Yeah.
Let me see. Seed Mila Felte says Graves was in Villain's room, used as a CG bodyguard. Graves?
Chris Graves, artist of Rather Pain. Yeah.
Yeah, that guy was great. We didn't need it. I mean, I guess the whole answer to that question is no. There was zero trouble. Oh, but anyway, so when I went over to Buzz, this is the end of that story. When I went to Buzz and I saw this couple dressed all in black who were sitting next to them. I don't know who they are, and if they want to identify themselves and say that I'm wrong about this, that's fair. Okay, I'm just making an assumption.
Where was Buzz? So Buzz is at his table.
Buzz is at his table. There's a table next to his, and a gothy kind of couple, and they saw me and they went to each other. And I walked up and said, "Hey, Buzz, you still love me now that I'm a racist, sexist, bigot, homophobe?" And I said that loud, and I saw them react and bristle to that. And I went, okay, like that's the closest I got to some kind of negative reaction. Comic One says CG Buzz variants.
Oh, he'd do it. Buzz don't give a shit.
Yeah, I know. Buzz
He's a grown man. He knows the garbage that's going on, and it's not like he's working for Marvel or DC. So what does he care?
Right.
Get a friggin' Buzz variant.
Yeah. Yeah, I would do it. I would. Buzz would do great on Heather Swain. I would really rather see Buzz draw She.
Yeah, I'll get Buzz do a cover for me. Absolutely.
Let me see. Buzz is like a girl. Like he draws women, beautiful cheesecake women, that are kind of sexy and sinister at the same time. He really has a knack for it. He's very, very good at that. He was like, but if Buzz had stuck with it, he was the #1 artist on Vampirella in the 90s. Like he was the Todd McFarlane to Spider-Man, to Vampirella. Like Buzz was that guy when Vampirella was really popular. But Buzz was Buzz would do a comic book and then he would just go party for a while. He'd be like, where's Buzz? He'd get paid for a comic and he would just kind of go, you know what? I'm going to go to Hawaii for a while. It's like, okay, cool.
Didn't Buzz, wasn't he in Neil Adams' studio too?
Yeah,
he was.
Yeah.
Friends with that whole
Because
thing.
I would always see him connected to Neil's booth and stuff.
Yeah.
Did he know Michael Bear?
Yep, they're buds. Yeah.
Yeah, because
He
I always
introduced me to Michael Bear. Yep.
Yeah, I
And
always
Mike Bear-
associate those guys together.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mike was jeez. I mean, I don't want to say anything about inkers, but man, having to work with Michael Bear, inking my figures, and he really was an integral part of making She huge, I'd say.
Michael Bear was
such a just his brushwork and all, and just he's a virtuoso, really is.
Yeah.
Tonight we're going to be talking about process. We're going to be talking about our work a little bit more than normal. We'll talk about other topics too. There's some pretty interesting stuff that's going on in the culture, but mainly what we're here to do is to promote Kelsey Shannon's Scribbles sketchbook, which just launched on Fund My Comic. This is extraordinary that Kelsey has decided to. Oh, look at this! Jesus, God Almighty!
Yeah,
nice,
wow.
nice.
Thank you.
Nice jump.
You know how many cigarettes that'll buy?
Yeah.
All right, so we got to get people to purchase Scribbles, reserve a copy of this, so that you're supporting Kelsey, but also here's the thing: Fund My Comic is great because they're only taking 2% of the money this time. Most of the money is going to go to Kelsey. Amazing. So we do want to support this platform.
I told him I wanted to do it across the board exactly how everybody else did it. I didn't want any preferential treatment. Like I wanted to see the process of doing a book at Fund My Comic exactly as everybody else would do it. And they've been extremely helpful, walking me through stuff, letting me know things. I mean, it was just, I even wrote to Ethan. I'm just like, I couldn't do this without COMICSGATE. I'm like, it's just everybody has been so helpful. They've been looking at stuff, giving me advice. Everything that you guys have learned over the years, I've been watching, and just everybody's so free with the information. Everybody is rooting for everybody to succeed. So, man, it's just been great so far.
Yeah, it is really fun. Well, look who's in the back, Kelsey. Somebody wanted to lend their support to you as well.
Is it?
You let your tiger out. So, the territory. Many guess it. You let your tiger out.
No, it's not Anna.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Kelsey. I'm sorry. I don't have. Fat Shane had boobs. Fat Shane would come in here with some titties. Let me see if I can bring some boobs. Hang on, let me go on my edit.
What do you mean? You don't have to do anything like that.
Here
No.
we go.
Yeah, please leave your shirt on.
Some tits. Look at me now. Now I got some tits.
boy.
I saw this.
Look at that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I
those
saw
are-
this earlier. I saw this earlier, Kelsey. I'm very proud. Known you
Thank
for
you.
3 years. I'm very known you for 3 years. You finally got a campaign up.
Yeah, I'm a late bloomer. I'm a late bloomer. What can I say?
Imagine how well it'd be doing if people actually knew you were launching a campaign.
Yeah.
Maybe if you'd done a sign up, you warm people up, Kelsey.
Or even
Yeah,
just
man.
mention it. Just try mentioning it.
I have. I've been talking about it with my audience. They've been helping me out with like the price. They all wanted me to charge way more for it, but you know,
What are you charging? Wait, what are you charging?
$30.
No. How many pages is it?
200.
Oh,
Jesus. Kelsey, what are you doing?
I love it personally.
It's a bargain. Look, I'm a cheap bastard. I like books a lot, but you know, if it's affordable, I'm definitely going to grab it. So like
Oh, wait, that's really Kelsey's camera. That's not his little animation thing. Oh,
that's right.
That threw me off. I was like, wait.
I mean, I don't need to be on camera. I look exactly the same as I always did. A little bit older. Little bags are forming under the eyes, but you know,
Yeah.
little less hair.
Oh.
I'll join the bald crew in Jersey next year.
You better never join the bald crew.
Yeah.
Keep your hair as long as you can, but you can hang out with us. That's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just wear a hat for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all. Don't put us to shame.
All right. So just so people know, this is what the campaign is about. Kelsey Shannon has made a 200-page book. This is a thick book. This is thick. This is thick boy. This is like Brendan Schaub's Thick Boy Productions. Raw behind-the-scenes journey through the process of making comics from one of the best. For nearly 30 years, Kelsey has been dazzling readers with crisp, exciting storytelling and character design to rival the best the art form has to offer. And the proof is in this book. So you're going to have all kinds of stuff to look at here about the, basically going to be a look into your brain. Here's what I picture when I buy this book. I picture being John Malkovich, but being Kelsey Shannon. I picture a doorway into your skull, wherein I might enter and peruse the inner workings of your cerebellum. And
it's going to be 200 blank pages.
Let me see. You've been taking notes from Cecil.
All right, this is collecting comic book layouts and sketches from the comics you love. So there will be no Lone Star in here.
I wrote that myself.
Wow. Good writer. This is what it looks like, guys. This is the process drawings of Kelsey Shannon. You'll see the layouts, how he tells a story. Is there commentary? Are you writing in this? Are you writing?
No.
What?
I always feel like a jerk off when I'm writing it. I mean, what do I write? I mean, if you want, look, I'll ask my audience tomorrow. I'll ask this audience, honestly, if you want me to
Kelsey,
write stuff in there.
no. You don't ask them. I will tell you right now.
You'll tell me?
Yes, you need to write.
What?
Commentary. Talk about what was going through your head and be serious. The idea behind this book is to sort of give people insight into how you create, not just show the creation. So what I would expect from you is captions here, a little caption saying, yeah, I did this and this was blah, 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 and whatever it is. I just want to know what you're thinking, what you were thinking at all, if you were thinking.
I'm thinking, I got no time. I got to get this done.
Well, that in
No,
itself
don't
is
say that.
interesting. Like, no. I mean, that in itself is like, in order to save time, I did this. I cropped it this way. I showed it from this angle.
Do people really care about all that stuff?
Depends.
Yes.
Artists do. Artists.
Yeah.
Yes, they care about it, Kelsey, and that's why you shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
You're not going to do it. I don't know why Ethan is wasting his breath. But
Yeah. I might.
See,
I'm seeing people in the chat saying, yeah, they want that. So
Yes,
yeah.
of course. You're funny too. I mean, go ahead and be Kelsey, but I mean, it's like, yeah, I want information so that I can be helped by what I'm looking at rather than just be overwhelmed by it. Like,
At the
what
very
made
least,
you
I can put the title of the book that this is.
Oh, yeah, we'll do that too. This is
don't
from...
strain yourself, Kelsey.
Why do we have to tell him this?
I don't know.
Dude says, what was going through Kelsey's head? Man, I need a cigarette. That's pretty much it through the entire thing. You know, desire.
Well, I'm going by like what I do. Like when I buy one of these books, I don't read a damn thing in that book. I'm just looking at the art, so I don't know.
Yeah, but I think honestly, like that's you and you're retarded. Like I think most people who buy this book are going to want it. See, I did when I was doing warts and all, I did commentary for every single book because I felt the need to justify and explain myself. But you, I think, you know, this book would be sort of like a way of telling people, you know, the way that you think, your thought process, so that if I'm trying to learn from you, I'd like your words, I'd like your notes, please.
Can I get John to write a forward?
Yes.
I'm not wasting a minute of my life if you're not going to take I don't know, a week to write commentary in there. You write commentary in there, I will do it forward for you.
The chat wants it. It must be done.
I'm not going to be the hardest working writer in your book.
That's Phil's job.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Well, we need some more backers. Headrock says something pretty harsh here, but there's some truth to it. 1,191 viewers, but only 71 backers. That means 1,120 of you are idiots. I mean, that's...
Hey, I just back. I'm in the clear.
Thank you. Well, this is going to be limited. I'm a subscriber to the John Malin school of you put it out, you get it, or you don't, and then that's it. You might not get it again. May offer it in another campaign, might not. But I like the idea of making things limited and rare, and that makes it a little more special.
And it's also stupid because Cecil overprinted Cash Grab, and he came to the convention, Garden State Comic Fest, when the first day he took a corner of my table and he made at least $500 in about an hour selling Cash Grab. And then Sunday, he took Billy's table, which he abandoned, and he set up shop over there, and he sold tons of Cash Grab, tons of it.
Yeah.
Now, if he had been like John Malin and your stupid idea, he wouldn't have made any money at all.
Well, other than the fact that I do have overprint for myself. So.
Yeah, you got to overprint.
You got to overprint. You want to be able to sell it to people.
We got to get John out, though. We got to get him out.
Oh, my God, dude.
John, it was epic. Even if you don't show up doing, you have to show up for the
Well,
show.
you guys should have seen what I was doing, man. I was flying.
Yeah. All right, we got 1,200 people watching, 553 thumbs up. Please lean over, hit that thumbs up button, hit that like for us. Smash that like button, lick that like button, and we appreciate you. Chris Topher says those 200 blank pages can represent your time at the Jack Show.
Damn.
People will roast you out of love. Grail from Hot Dog says, got my American Hopper Cyberfrog yesterday.
Hey.
The cover is absolutely amazing, and the chromium kicks over the top. Hell yeah. Thank you, Grail.
Somebody owns that original art somewhere out there. I forget who's got it.
Yeah,
where'd you sell it at? The art auction?
Yeah. Well, yeah. No. I think I honestly think I snuck it in the back of artwork that somebody bought, so I gave it to him.
Oh, wait, you didn't sell it? You gave it to them?
I think so.
I didn't know that. I had no idea there even was original art. I thought it was all done on the computer, but you know.
No, it's original, real thing. Yeah. But I like doing things like that. It's just kind of fun to me.
Cryptic Comics says, describe what you were thinking while drawing Anna. Yes. That was funny.
I'm gonna need a couple pages for that one. Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. Do
one
that
page
kind of
to
thing.
write it down, a couple pages to clean up.
Aaron.
I actually have a video. You can watch a video.
Me. I didn't tell him to say that.
There's a video. Hold on a second. Is it attached to this?
Oh no! I mean a video of me drawing the Anna cover. It starts off. It was like a whole end of the cash grab cover contest saga that I did videos on, and it ends with me lighting some candles, getting in the mood,
Slipping
drawing
into
the
a
Anna.
bathtub with bubbles.
Yeah. Lighting some incense.
Well, that sounds enticing, kind of bizarre, a little disgusting, but you know,
You want to bring it up?
Yes.
Okay.
I do. I call your bluff.
All right.
It's his process.
Oh, what is this? This isn't your video.
Hmm.
What am I looking at here? I shouldn't be looking.
Oh,
at
yeah, you could show that. That was
okay.
I was going to show an example of like how I do the layouts. This is how I'll do like one sheet, and all of them. This is for Nexus Scourge, that's coming out from Dark Horse, I think, next year. And so I do all of them, all the pages combined like this, so I can see each spread. And I just go, one at a time. Sometimes
Look how beautiful that female face is. I'd be like, that's done. And that's a print.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the layout that nobody will ever see. And you'll never recapture it. Like, you'll try to see. The thing is, you got it right on the thumbnail, and now you're fucked.
Yeah.
No, that's true. I spend little time on my thumbnails because of that. Like if I landed that, like, even like, what do you do? Go to inks from that, Kelsey? Because that's pencils.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, there's sometimes where I have to like clean it up. Like, I don't even have a face here, so sometimes I'll go straight to inks, but other times I'll refine it. It just depends. Like, for instance, the top of this panel, like, it completely reversed, and I didn't even draw much because, with tech and backgrounds and all that stuff, I only want to draw that once.
Yeah.
So there's some things I kind of leave loose.
Yeah.
You put a grid in for your layouts?
Well, yeah. I mean, these are my pencils, basically. Yeah. So,
okay.
And it's just a hand done loose grid. I just like whip it out really, really quick. Like I do.
Kelsey, that you do this digital, is that grid already set in and you could just lay a grid and kind of move it the way you want to find your vanishing point and your perspective?
No, I do it by hand generally, but when it comes to like the finishing, Clip Studio has, perspective tools, but you're in danger of making everything like so straight, and and it lacks a lot of like life to it sometimes. John knows.
Well, I got to tell you, I love that woman's face, and if you look at her face, Shane and John,
there's
a little bit of look, see that little cute little eyes, a little, you know what I mean? Like see how cute that eye is.
I like the baby fat on it.
Yeah, there might be some detractors about those eyes, But
this is a hot mom.
No, that's like very real.
No, now that I look at it, I hate it. Like her
Oh,
eye
God.
is completely wonky, like and wall-eyed.
No,
Well,
that's why you got to ink it. That's why you got to go from there to something else.
I mean, that's why Billy loves her so much.
But it's perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. That's what a real woman looks like.
He likes a wall-eyed girl. Is that what you're saying?
Oh,
yeah.
No, that looks like a woman within reach. Let's be honest. That looks like I can land that.
No, I love it. I love all this stuff. I see people who do these like really tight thumbnails. Dan Jurgens used to tell me, like, he'd be like, I start with a thumbnail and then I blow it up and I lightbox the blown up photocopies and then I trace them out and then I lightbox those. I work them out. I'm like,
that's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. And I gotta say, like, there's a certain energy to a drawing that is hard to recapture when you're blowing it up and when you do a thumbnail, you get it right, you get the energy right, but then you try to transfer that larger, it doesn't ever come out right.
Yeah.
It's better just get that lightning in a bottle on the page right away. That's my opinion. And
I agree.
I guess that's my biggest criticism of Kelsey. What I'm talking about. Kelsey, what a great book, man. This looks really, really good.
Thank you.
And I think people are going to enjoy it. I hope.
Well, Nora's Saga constitutes like 136 pages alone. So
right.
I mean, if you think about each book being at least 22 pages. So, and this has got, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 different comic books in there, plus like sketches, short stories, little 5-pagers, like for the Two-Fisted Manly Tales. And so it's like all of this stuff, things that nobody ever gets to see.
So I got a question. This prints in color. Do you have any color work in it? Or is it all like line artwork stuff?
No, this is just black and white. I don't do a whole lot of like color in my layout stuff. So like if I do another like art book, a real art book with like paintings in it or something like that, I'll do color. But this is like, there's a lot of like Japanese guys for all the anime and stuff, or they'll just put out all their work art in like a giant book, and it's just page after page of just great art, sketch work and things like that. And it's like, man, we don't have enough of that kind of thing. I love that kind of stuff, the behind the scenes, the process art.
Let me catch up on super chats because they're coming in, and a lot of them are aimed at Kelsey. So if you wouldn't mind, let's just take a minute to. They're aimed at Kelsey like a rifle. I love it. Let me see. Did I miss what's happening with Dale's posters? Real quick, Dale Keown is working on his posters right now, and he's recoloring them. Let me just show you this real quick. This is one of them that Dale Keown has recolored. I don't know if this was ever in color before. But this is one of the posters. He just completed this. It's awesome. There are going to be 4 posters. There are going to be 9 trading cards. He's going to do this. He's got this one here that he's working on. These are the flats right here for one of the posters.
That's awesome.
So this is going to be one thing. He's got. I think he's going to do this one too because he wants Timmy in one of them. So this is a choice. And then he wants Kelsey Shannon to color this one. Did he approach you about that yet, Kelsey?
No, dude, that's awesome. Yeah, that's the cover. That's the first one, right?
Yeah, he wants you to take a swing at this. So
wait, did he have tones on the gums and stuff on the original book and eyes?
Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't think he did.
I don't remember.
It could be the K file.
No, this is actual. This is he has the original from this. That's what this is right here. So,
so that first one you showed, he said that was the original Pit 3 cover that he for some reason didn't use.
Yeah, and I don't know why, because it's
it's fucking awesome, right?
The t-shirt, it's everything, man. It really is great. So, yeah, this is going to be a hot selling poster right here. And then he's also got this one, which he would like to release as one of the posters as well. Basically, we have 5 images, and I told him only 4, so I think one of them should be kind of a secret perk. We'll figure out a way to make a little money off of a 5th poster that's secret that only a few people are going to get the link to, something like that. So anyway,
chosen.
Yeah, that's what's going on with Dale's stuff. We're almost there. I've got the campaign page put together, but I just didn't feel like it was ready to launch yet. And getting the colors together, I think, is really helpful. Kelsey's out of the stream. There he is. Yeah. Welcome back, Kelsey.
Yeah, my internet, man, has been wreaking havoc on me lately. So
I'm gonna, before you play this, I'm gonna dip out. I'll pop back in a few minutes.
Okay.
Oh, you're missing the good stuff.
By the way, just feel free to dip out and then just pop back in again.
I got to switch back to my other computer. I have no camera on this computer.
Just make it all about you, Shane.
Yeah, we're focused on Kelsey and Dale, but I mean, whatever, Shane.
Never mind, I'm staying. Fuck
right. Go ahead, Kelsey. Let's play this video here.
Do you want to watch the whole thing? It's like 5 minutes.
What is it?
Well, it kind of recaps a little bit of the whole cover issue with you remember that whole deal where John Malin ended up on the cover, but it was going to be Anna at one point, and then War Campaign got into it. It was really fun for a bit.
You just spent 5 minutes explaining it when we could have been watching.
All right.
Shit.
Damn, Aaron. Aaron's coming out.
Let's make it about me again.
Art.
Oh God.
Too artsy fartsy for John.
Yeah.
I like the happy music.
It's like a different Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood opening.
I'm setting the scene.
Post-apocalyptic New Orleans.
Oh my God. Wesley Adams.
Got my donut shop.
Like Spielberg.
What day is this?
Right?
Oh my God.
John is just furious.
Clean your walls.
I start shooting guns later.
And
Don't
the
worry.
days when you're a comic book artist, the days really run together. Monday.
It's my Dashiell Hammett.
Tuesday, Friday. I mean, I'm just not really sure what day it is.
That was John banging his head against the microphone.
Too many projects.
Not enough time.
For those who were just listening.
Where am I?
Lost your windows, dude.
Where am I?
Look at that neat
What am I
haircut.
looking on again?
This is everybody's favorite part.
What is this?
What do you think, John? Is this your favorite part?
What does that smell?
It's the Miracle
Hey,
Whip.
Aaron, you need to pay attention. This is how you make a sandwich.
I thought the miracle whip was what Jesus hit the money changers with at the temple at one time.
Dude, that's it? Just a slice of processed cheese?
Oh, it's the best.
A Miracle Whip, not like.
And 2 Sammys.
Take that, all your Easterners.
Maybe a grilled cheese.
You gotta turn your bread. It's not browning on that one side. It drives me nuts.
This is gonna be good.
I rotate it.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought you fat people knew how to cook.
Damn, that's a big ass. Oh.
It was all a dream. A fantasy.
This is like Coppola's first film.
He only wished he had a grilled Miracle Whip sandwich.
Oh my god.
This is reused material.
What are we watching?
I hope you drop to your knees and scream at some point.
Oh.
Are we still trying to sell the book? What's happening?
No, he's not trying to sell it at all. He's a prick.
It's like Blair Witch Project during the day.
I'm confused.
Got work to do.
I actually think I enjoyed that.
This is the weirdest remake of
Il est
Winnie the
mort. Il est mort le soleil.
God, I hope I don't see any
Quand tu
motion
m'as
after this.
quitté.
Now we're like John Woo here.
Il est mort l'été.
At least the dog.
This is his pre-masturbation.
L'amour
Yeah.
du soleil
Yeah.
séparé.
Have a whole ritual.
See him take a sock and slip it somewhere.
Oh.
Il est mort. Il est mort le soleil. Mais je suis la seule
His face just makes me laugh.
God kills me.
à porter
His videos are better than Lex with Rock.
et le jour ne franchit plus mon seuil.
Oh, here we go.
Hier,
Wow.
on dormait sur le
Oh,
sable.
it's got to be first draft. Those aren't
Hier, pour moi, il faisait beau. Il faisait
Serious
beau
business.
même mon hiver.
James Bond.
Yeah.
C'était hier.
Anna.
Il est mort. Il est mort le soleil. L'ombre sur ma vie. Dans mon
David
cœur.
Lynch had to have helped you with this.
David
There
Lynch,
you go.
hell, this is Zalman King's Red Shoe Diaries. Oh, great work.
Oh,
That
no,
was-
it's over.
The story
Ninja.
behind that,
Pulled
of
us
course,
in and
was
just ended it.
it was the battle between, you know, who's going to be on the cover, and I was really hoping for Anna. So what Cecil did is he made a whole other thing with the slave girl Anna. So he saved me from having to draw John's or the other guy's face on there. So
Well, you did end up drawing John, though.
I did. So, but
That
at least I
shouldn't
had a
be.
consolation prize.
John's furious. By the way, that was the quickest 5 minutes ever. I was like, oh, God, not a 5-minute video. That went fast, and I wanted more of it.
It's called good filmmaking, John. I mean,
I don't know, man. You can make a whole.
I mean, there was a
baby
camera
last
there.
I'm
You
sorry
hit
there was no ice
record.
pirates, but you know.
Yeah. Very interesting. Well, what can I say? Super chats coming in like crazy here. Dan Didio sends his greetings. He is happy, says Like Kick 1. What is he like in heaven? Like what
Nice.
happened?
He enjoyed my video.
Yeah.
Oh, he did enjoy your video. 2024 con in Philly. CG and Hair Club for Men team-up event, says Chris Topher. Good idea. Android 33 says, hi, John. Unlike your friends here, I was present for your birthday stream. That's Android 33.
Thank you, Android 33. Appreciate you.
I watched some of it.
I was thinking about it the whole day.
I wasn't. I didn't think about it at all.
You know.
Not for even a split
I kept
second.
looking for the link, and then I never saw it, and I was like, well, fuck this guy. I'm go do something on myself.
I mean, I wish
someone did tweet about that. You know, there's a lot of baldness and fatness. Now, there was a lot of baldies. There were. But we're all like, they weren't fat. I mean, a few of us were fat. A few of you guys were fat. But a lot of guys were like thick because they're like trained lifting. You know, Andy Smith's not fat, you know?
PHAT
like
fat.
Fucking strong, these guys. All of us guys at that dinner holding up that giant piece of bone.
Yeah, that was strength. That took
Yeah,
strength to do that.
strength
Strength
and
of
honor.
character, too. Not just...
Yes.
There's a lot of strength involved in eating that
Yes.
entire thing. And then people said, oh, you're not going to be able to do that. By the way, I won a button for that. They actually had a specific...
did.
They had a
David
specific
gave you the
pin.
button.
Yeah, it's like not many people are disgusting enough. So you understand, not many people are disgusting enough to do what Cecil and I did, which was to eat 40 ounces of steak all by
Cecil had one
ourselves.
too?
Well, no, Cecil
Nah,
didn't
Cecil
get
had
a pin.
that porterhouse for 2.
Yeah, for 2.
Oh, that's right.
For 2.
But he didn't. Get
Are
a
you
button
guys
for that.
using a fork and knife, or are you eating with your bare hands?
You start with a fork and knife, but it goes away real quick.
Yeah, you got to show the photo, Ethan.
Yeah, real quick.
Well,
The
I
victory photo.
I did eat. I ate with my bare hands for a photograph, but it was too hot. The picture of me trying to eat it right off the plate when it just first.
Ethan
showed up
said
in
it
my
was
bare
too
hands.
hot for TV.
Too hot for TV. Very sexy indeed. So yeah, that didn't work out that well. All right, let me see here. Congrats on the convention, guys, but shout out to Aaron, who is willing to meet a fan who was in the area and personally deliver artwork. That's Eric Medved saying that. What happened there?
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Oh,
he was in,
Aaron, Mr.
oh, he
Goody
was-
Two Shoes,
he was
isn't
in-
he?
I'm a good guy. He was in town. in
Yeah,
the
I guess
area.
Aaron did that right after he swung by the orphanage and did some drawings for the kids. You know,
I did. I actually made a meal for him, and then
right? No, well, that you did the soup kitchen first for the homeless, and then the
right. Well, you got to,
orphans
yeah,
and
of course,
drawings,
yeah, of course. That goes.
You got to
Glorified
make him feel
pizza
good before you
delivery
murder
man.
him. Oh,
Yeah, me and John are going to do a soup kitchen for the homeless too, but first we're going to evict everybody from their apartments that we're going to
Right.
and then we'll open up a soup kitchen.
Right.
By the way, here's a friend of ours who I don't know what he's doing here. He seems to be on some kind of a bus or a car. Oh my God! It's horrible.
Oh my God! What? What the fuck?
His flight was canceled.
What are you doing, dude?
I hope you're not driving.
I'm on a bus full of passengers, guys. I can't stick around.
Can't stick around.
I like the guy in the background. That's the best.
Andy, where were you?
And Mike stabbed.
What in the world is going on here? What, Mike? What are you doing,
Mike, get the bus to say Hell COMICSGATE. Mike, get the bus to say Hell COMICSGATE.
Ah.
Yeah, is Mike
His hat
a
is
civil
the
country
Grant's
we don't
Goose
know
movie.
about?
No,
Andy-
Aaron, maybe,
Andy just
maybe
left him
Aaron,
on the
maybe
side
you
of the
should've,
road.
Andy, maybe you should have picked him up too.
Yeah.
Looks like it.
You know, Ethan, I know that upsets you gravely, and I've dropped the ball, but it's the thought that counts. He did swing by.
Yes.
Oh yeah, thanks. I really appreciate
Twice
it.
as long. Twice as long as he usually shows up.
He didn't want to be rude to the other passengers of the bus.
Baron is a legend on a bus. Yeah. No seatbelts on a bus. Anyway, yeah. Who knows? Scientists sent him to Martha's Vineyard, says Ryan Blue Thunder.
That's where he was going.
Grandpa ran away from the retirement home.
God, please.
Just silver alert.
What? Hey, what? Yeah, what they call that? A silver alert? Like, what's it
Yeah,
called?
it's a silver alert.
Yeah.
Silver alert.
Oh boy. All right, so let me see here. 4K in an hour. Nice one, Kelsey. Keep backing, bums, says Lieutenant Hughes. Tom Tuttle says, hail, Kelsey, you can count on my steel. Dark Speed for $10. That ain't cheap. Says, I picked up a book or two from every one of you guys there. In case you don't remember, I was the guy dressed as Superman.
Oh yeah, bro. He was
Oh
awesome.
yeah.
Hell yeah, I remember.
Yep. He got himself
Dressed as what?
and his
Superman.
friend was Lois Lane, and then he became Wolverine, and he bought an all caps comics hat from you, Ethan.
Yeah, he did, and he took a picture of it and tweeted it out. It was really nice. People
Great
made
kid.
fun of him for wearing that and a corporate Superman suit. Obviously. Black Cat Guy says, Ethan, it's like wearing like a peace symbol and a Barry Goldwater T-shirt in the 60s. You know, it's like
you got to be old enough to get that, I guess.
Yeah, that's for the
What
old
if
guys
Mike
in the
Barron is clinically insane and we're all a figment of his imagination? We're existing in his subconscious right now, but the conversation is so linear because he's a great writer.
Be kind of like, I
Black
see.
Cat,
Kelsey,
Black
make
Cat
a
Guy.
movie about that.
Even
Yeah.
Black Cat Guy
It's
is
good
Rock,
material.
is our boy Rock, who we
Yeah.
smoking cigars with and stuff like that.
Kelsey's nearly at $7,000 right now. We're going to get to 5 figures on this stream, I hope.
What's
Kelsey's? I'm sorry. Go
What's
ahead,
the
John.
record for Fund My Comic? What's the highest one? I know Mike Barron was the first to break 10 grand. Is he the highest campaign on there right now?
A Merkmaid, Little Merkmaid, I think might be up at 11 at this point.
13,000 for Bronze Star. But is
Whoa.
that on several platforms or is that just this platform?
That's just that one, I think.
Yeah, I think it's Fund My Comic.
Yeah.
Oh, so 13,000 so far, 13.7. Let me see if we can beat that. 10 for Little Merkmaid, 10.6. So that's pretty good. What the hell
Doing
is going
good on there?
Yeah, people are doing all right. Slowly people are starting to break through the 5-figure barrier, and it's going to become a little bit more common. Ma'am, I Am still at 6,000. I'm surprised that isn't doing better. 6,000 is good, but Ma'am, I Am is really funny. And I want like a bunch of librarians to back it and place it in public school. Anyway, that would be nice. All right. Anyway, but let's talk about Kelsey Shannon because she's got a book called Scribbles, and this is why we are here right now. It is Layout and Design Works by Kelsey. Kelsey, have you decided to listen to John Malin and actually produce commentary, write commentary?
I will. I usually listen to John. I think he's wise.
He is. He's sarcastic, but he means well. You know?
No fooling. I think he knows his shit. So like, and everybody in the chat was saying yes. So no joke. I definitely will do that.
Good.
Okay.
And
especially
by the way,
on the Anna piece, I got a lot to say about that piece.
Dude, say whatever you want because judging from your film, your commentary is going to be great. Don't take it too seriously. Just be yourself. It's going to be worth a read. Eric, by the way, if it's anything like your video, that's the kind of book that you put in your bathroom, and I'd like to read your commentary.
There's a special bathroom section in this book for sure.
Oh, interesting.
Sticky section.
Eric Medved for $20 says second try. Glad the convention went well, but I wanted to give Aaron a public shout out for meeting a fan who happened to be in the area and spending time to deliver the artwork personally. Myself and son-in-law appreciate it.
God.
You're welcome, Eric. Thank you.
Great Renzini says, when will the honeycomb boxes ship? Me and Billy will do an unboxing stream. I think we begin shipping those mid-July. I'm told that the paper is in, the ink is in, and they are printing Salamandroid Death Sting now. I should expect it on the 17th of July. That's the tentative date.
Now that box comes with a special cover, right? Like an issue that only the honeycomb box got, right?
Several, yes. It comes with a gold edition of Ultimate Blood Honey, and it also comes with the I Spit on Your Hive variant of Wreck Planet. So there's that, and it comes with I think 4 other versions of Wreck Planet. So that is
awesome.
Nice package there. And we're looking forward to shipping those out to people. It comes with both of the PVCs. It comes with Amphibionics number 2, which nobody has yet. It comes with everything else. So super psyched to get those out and make people happy. Let me see here. Describe what you were thinking while drawing Anna, says Cryptic Comics. That's his idea for commentary. And let me see. Is there any more A Hot Dice for $20 said, walking Garden State Comic Con with my frog shirt next to Heather Swain was a great time. Oh, it's great to see you. He said, stared down some blue hairs, flashed some frog signs, and dipped into seedy back booths for the good CG stuff. Above all, hanging with y'all. Dude, we love to see you, Hot Dice.
Yeah.
You were great.
Nice.
And, Noctum says, hey, Ethan, first time super chat. I loved my Cyberfrog Blood Honey. Back more campaigns. I found out today my Second Chance Wreck Planet got delivered to the wrong address. Is there a place I can email you for help? Yeah, you can always, if something like that happens, let us know at cyberfroghelp@gmail.com. And we'll try to make it right for you. Everybody should update your addresses on Indiegogo when you move. It's important, or else this kind of thing happens. We don't want you to. We don't like the book's already delayed. We don't want it to get delayed any further in getting to you. Headrock says, for God's sakes, Kelsey, package my shirt plus book together. I just spent $60 on shipping. The world isn't right.
Dang.
Headrock is like complaining a lot today. I don't know what's going on with him. He's in the chat complaining.
He's in my chat every morning. We go way back, so it's fine.
Dan Genovese said that you missed his super chat.
I'm going through them right now. I'm getting caught up on super chats. Time to make Kelsey the biggest campaign on Fund My Comics, says Lieutenant Hughes.
Yeah,
you got to put it through its paces.
Look, Kelsey's been here and done a lot of work for a lot of CG books, and this is his first campaign. And guys, get out there, support him, please.
Yeah,
yeah, thank you. Yeah, I mean, this is just the beginning. So, like, this is going into basically putting my career in the hands of this audience, which they've always said, you just fall back, we'll catch you. And so,
I never said that.
Not you, of course not. I would never trust you.
Yeah, they don't catch fat guys.
Oh, jeez.
You got to clear.
I usually say that they say that to hot chicks. You ever notice that?
But I didn't want to. I wanted to make sure that people knew that I'm not in a hurry. You know, I fully believe this is the next evolution. So I'm here for the long haul. So it wasn't I wasn't going anywhere. But I do feel like it's definitely time to kind of put that side, that part of me aside and start this new path. So I'm pretty excited.
Taco Bell's colors are because of Demolition Man, says Urashima Otaru. Dougie P has a concern. He's in the UK. He says, arrive late. Won't let me ship to the UK.
Is that true about Taco Bell colors and Demolition?
Hold on a second. Well, Kelsey, are you shipping the Scribbles book to the United Kingdom?
Yeah, I don't think the shirt though. I'm not. I'll have to check on that.
Is it drop shipping the T-shirts, or are you shipping those by yourself?
No. I'm gonna get the company to make the shirts and send that to the fulfillment at Fund My Comic, and then have those packaged together. Because they don't have like a. What do you call it? I didn't want to do one of those print on demand. Like, I like the shirts that Patrick does, so I reached out to him to see if I can get that company to do them. And then so I'll have those printed up and sent, to fulfill with the books. So yeah, at least that's all. I don't know another way to do it.
Yeah,
I can't do it here. It'll all smell like cigarette smoke. That's no good.
That could be an added perk.
But all the original art I'm gonna ship from here. You get it directly from me.
Nice. Lieutenant Hughes says, back Amarok by Josh Durstein on Indiegogo. Fizbin says, bought a copy of Blood Honey from you at the con on Sunday. Read it immediately. Top shelf story, art, and lettering. But how do you pronounce? And then he spells out Vespis. It's spelled like Vespis. What is it? Italian for wasp? Vespis. But the Vespis they only have one vowel. That's a Y. And then they use like hard consonants, and that's it. Mostly Z's. So that's everything that they say in their own language is broken down to that. So you just have to kind of fill in the blanks, but it's pronounced Vespis. Robert Romano says 2023 Garden State Comic Fest made COMICSGATE history. Congrats. Oh, and by the way, I rethought about our dear friend Biggins, who says this isn't the first COMICSGATE convention. That's not what it says. It says COMICSGATE Kings, our first convention. Thank you. So the title stands. All right. Andrew Wahoo says, Scott Kurtz blocked me for my reply to him on your tweet of your merch table. It was the highlight of my day.
Yeah.
Chris Graves says, great to finally meet you guys. The CG crowd showed up in force and gave the con a great vibe. It really was like very positive.
Yeah.
You know, it was fantastic.
There's
as
a
opposed
tweet,
to just...
Ethan. There's a tweet, if I can share it, that S.A. Rivera like literally summed up the entire industry in one tweet. And if you don't mind me sharing it, it's you with the steak. So he shared my thing, but if I could share it real quick, Kelsey, I don't mean to take things away, but hang on, let's get
No, it's fine.
So he says, but if you look, he says the main difference between American comics and COMICSGATE is that 6 years later, CG Kings are eating steak and drinking wine while industry pros are begging for rent money and crying about how comics broke me.
Amazing.
Yeah, thank you all for that.
And by the way, we couldn't do it without this one.
Hello.
Everybody, get on camera. Get on camera.
Where are you?
I will. I'm trying to get it to work. My camera's being weird.
Excuse number one. Here we go.
Gosh,
by the way,
put her face
Kelsey's
on every time.
Scribbles book, his Scribbles book, is at 71,525 now.
Awesome.
Or
100 backers.
No.
Kelsey, what time did you launch this? What time did you launch this?
Just like it's 7:30. It was set for 7:30, but I guess it went on a little earlier.
Oh, that's a lot of money in a short amount of time. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm getting some information on the shipping. Something about UPS discussing a strike. I don't know if that knows anything. But they padded it $3. Critical Blast is doing the fulfillment on this. And he's dealing with shipping a combined $18 because they can't ship media mail with the t-shirt. So it's $14.50-ish to ship. So they rounded up to 15, padding it out since UPS is discussing a strike. They want to make sure to have the shipping covered for both. That's the shirt and the book. So I don't know anything yet about the UK or overseas in any way. Let me ask about that too.
All right. So, by the way, I'm just looking. I met so many great comic skaters this weekend, and they all brought me books, which I appreciate. I meant to hit solo layout. Elasmat, Road Warrior Drake. This looks like such a fun book. We went to dinner with him. He was there at the head of the table. He arrived a little late because he didn't know he was invited. We just wanted to invite all the COMICSGATE YouTubers and people who were around us. And thank you. He signed it to me too. Ethan Hale, CG Elasmat. Thank you very much, my friend. Very cool. I'm actually going to read this because frankly, it's my kind of thing. So I'll let you know what I think when it's done. All right, let me see a couple more. By the way, Rini, how are you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. A bit of a mess because I had a lot going on. I just got back from the gym, but yeah. Oh, you guys look like you had so much fun at the convention. I'm jealous.
You look like you had a nice date, nice meals, fans, good time.
Not as good as I had at my birthday. I mean, we were throwing buckets of ice water over each other and pushing each other in the pool. A lot of fun.
I don't
things that real people do.
Snap each other's ass with wet towels.
Do you have photographs or video from that we could look at?
I'm sure it's out there. Yeah.
It's out there.
Could you find it? I mean, you want to find some examples of that?
I'll see if my friends posted it.
Okay, let me know.
Your many real life friends.
Chris Thacker says, Kelsey, no alligators in the video. Lame. Aaron Lazard says, had a blast with you guys drinking and after tons of laughs and drinks. I ended with Cecil passing the 1792 bottle between us till gone. P.S. F. Mark Brooks. Yeah, Mark Brooks was basically, it was a great weekend. Mark Brooks got called out for scamming people on his art contest from a couple of years ago. That was fantastic. And by the way, he wouldn't have gotten called out if he didn't previously just make a point of calling out Eric July and saying, that he was exploiting people for entering an ISOM art contest. Mark Brooks, these guys are reaching really hard. I mean, they really, I feel like comics broke them or something.
Insane. Like first place was $1,000, and then the other 4 places were like $500 for second place. I mean, it's like
first place was you had a choice. Like if you win, you could either accept a $1,000, you get a $1,000, but then there's another $1,000 if you'd like to do a cover that's going to see print or a pinup. And if not that, there's another opportunity if you're an interior storyteller. $23,000 to draw a comic book with interiors. That's the prize. $23,000 reward.
So where's the problem there?
Wow, the exploitation is unbelievable. I can't.
Why do you think Mark attacks people like that, Ethan? It seems like you know him a little bit more than others.
I think that Mark is a very small man who's a little bit ill inside, a little broken inside.
Right.
Who is trying to assert some sort of superiority over others.
Either that or he's got a small dick. One of the, I mean, it could be the other thing.
He's had several in his mouth at once. But enough about Joe Quesada and the Marvel Yikes and stuff. I think that no, I think seriously, it's an inferiority complex, and it's sad. And him saying, "I have a Porsche" over and over again, talking about his car. It's not Porsche, it's Porsche. That's
Porsche. All right.
Bragging about having a Porsche constantly is.
Never heard a man say Porsche in the United States.
Well, that's because a lot of people are stupid. It's Porsche. It's pronounced Porsche. People, you can look it up. You can say how to pronounce Porsche, and they'll say it's Porsche. That's how it's pronounced. I promise you. That's why Ellen DeGeneres' girlfriend is named Porsche. Okay.
Don't they just say Porsche is kind of like a shortened version of it?
A lot of dudes do.
Cool guys.
It's
all the car guys I know. So my buddy's got a couple of my buddies have Porsche, and they call them Porsche. They don't call them Porsche. They call them Porsche.
Well, they're wrong. I'm telling you, it's. Oh my god.
No, they're probably wrong. We agree. They're probably wrong because it's like a European car, right?
But the Germans are very. But see, Germans are like, a butterfly in German is Schmetterling. Schmetterling. That's how you say butterfly in German. So I don't.
It's German.
Porsche.
No, that's right. That's correct. The E at the end in German is pronounced A.
It's not, so
how to pronounce? Here it is. Porsche, automobile manufacturer. Sounds like Porsche.
Porsche.
Thank you. How to pronounce it again?
No, I'm not convinced. And please, if I'm
one more time for Billy.
Porsche.
Porsche. One more time for
one more time for Billy.
Porsche.
Porsche.
That's a woman saying it. Now get a guy.
Yeah, exactly. A dude doesn't want to say that.
Say it.
British pronunciation.
That's a British.
Porsche.
Porsche.
You drive your Porsche all over the place.
I go sit on my Porsche every day.
Drive your Porsche.
Let's do it slow.
Like leaving my Kleiner laughing. Said Porsche.
Porsche.
Okay.
That sounds like
I have to people doubt me, and I gotta just make.
No, I'm not doubting you. I'm just saying a lot of guys just say Porsche.
This is John Millen's birthday party.
It's my party.
Where are you at, John?
I'm in there somewhere having a good
It's
time.
his backyard.
No,
My
John's
buddy,
filming it
my
right
buddy
now.
Carlos, he did the video.
Yeah. That's the thing. When you're surrounded by friends, you can't be seen,
I told you guys 1,000 people. You guys didn't believe me.
Where are the black people at?
There's no Bud Light.
Exactly.
No Bud Light
They're in the kitchen. I don't know.
Dude, it's White Boy Summer, Kelsey. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Right.
Summer in my
John
backyard.
was inside getting blown by like 8 different girls.
Oh, there I am. Oh, wait, no, that's not me. That's Jimmy over there. That's my buddy Jimmy. There's Claire. Oh, that's Karen up front.
Yeah.
Her and her tattoos.
I guess my question is, where are those mountains in Michigan? You see those mountains in the background? Like I've been to Michigan.
That's a backdrop, Ethan.
Screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. When
Look
you're
like a
really
swell
balling,
party.
you get a 20-foot curtain. You can have any scenery you want.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Mhm.
All right. Well, it looks like you had a good time. We had a good time too, but it wasn't like that. I mean, we just
Yeah, wasn't nearly like that, was it?
no, it wasn't like that. My goodness. Bobby Donatello says, "Fund my comic. 200 pages of Kelsey Shannon art for only $30. That's what's up right now." Hiroshima Taro for $2 says, "Shane is right. It's gay to say Porsche the EVS way."
I didn't say that. No, first off, I didn't say it was gay. I said I know guys who have a Porsche that say I have a Porsche. That's all I said. I didn't say it's gay. Don't put words in my mouth.
I know it's a little bit weird. It's like calling somebody an asshole, but it is Porsche. It's just how you pronounce it. You know, when you go, what I'm saying is, if you go to a car dealer and you say, "Hey, the coolest guy I know on the internet, his name's Mark Brooks. He owns a Porsche. I'd like to get a Porsche too." They're going to look at you like you're retarded. So I'm just trying to tell you it's Porsche.
They're going to shake their head and agree with whatever you say because they want to sell you a car. They're not going to tell you you're saying it wrong.
It's Greeny.
Hey!
Greeny.
Such a mess. Oh,
such a mess.
Oh,
hey.
boo-boo face.
It's great to see Reenie, everyone. The great Reenie.
It is.
Amazing.
Bright as the day.
Oh, no, don't full screen.
Too late.
Exciting and new.
So go to Aaron. Go.
We're expecting you. And
Oh, that's actually Kelsey. It's not his weird camera.
life's sweetest music. Let it flow. It floats back to you.
Aaron got it. There you go.
There it is.
Poor shot.
I know. We're so angry.
We got everybody here. It's fantastic. Thank you so much, everyone. Kelsey Shannon, let's check in on your campaign again. Headrock says, "Yeah, tell Reenie to go take a shower or something."
I
here
just
we
did it. That's
go.
why my hair is a mess.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's still wet.
That's my excuse too.
Is anybody worried about our friend
Jimmy Reyes?
Mike Barron.
Mike Barron?
Oh, yeah, Mike.
He's lost
Yeah,
on a
Mike.
bus somewhere.
Yeah, he's on a bus. Somebody
He's
sent
on a
me
bus full of bad hombres.
bad hombres.
We're at almost $7,500 for
Nice.
Kelsey Shannon Scribbles book. And again, this is Kelsey. Let's talk about this now that we've got 1,300 people watching. Can you describe what this comic book project is?
Well, I mean, this is just a culmination of 10 years worth of comic book making. It's the part of the comic book that you don't get to see generally. It's the skeleton of it. It's the thing that makes it run, is the layouts. It's all the decision making, figuring out the panels and the pacing and all that generally happens in the layout stage, at least for some of us, not Ethan, but you know, some of us have to work this stuff out before we draw. But this is a part that nobody gets to see, and this is a lot of our favorite parts. If you're a process junkie, you love the sketches, you love the layouts and these kinds of things. So this is 200 pages of nothing but pure, unadulterated Kelsey thought process on the page.
Look how thick this book is.
That's insane.
It's only a model.
It's going to be beautiful. It's amazing. $30 for the book. It looks like all the artwork is sold out. Jeez.
Oh wow.
Oh no, this one isn't sold out. We got a couple that are still here. Nope. This is the only one that's left. Kelsey, you
Well, you
sold all
should
your
have drawn
artwork.
that horse guy, Kelsey. I told you.
Oh yeah.
That's like my favorite one.
What's
I
his name?
know.
3030, yeah, from Marshall Bravestar.
Bravestar.
That was done on the Graybridge show with Aaron Lopez there.
I remember that cartoon show.
Oh, it's one of my faves. 3030 was my favorite.
Eyes of the Hawk.
Yeah, ears of the
Bear.
wolf. Yeah, Speed of the Puma.
How did I miss that?
I haven't seen that cartoon
You were
in
having
years.
kids
Does it
around
hold
that
up?
time.
Does it hold up? Does the cartoon still hold up?
Dick of the Rhino.
Dick of the Rhino.
Hey now.
You know,
Arms of the T-Rex. No, I don't know.
By the way, I'm told we have a little competition right now. There's somebody named Art Jedi, and he just launched a very similar comic book, a similar book to Kelsey's, a sketchbook.
Art Jedi, he's one of the young guns, isn't he? One of the 16, 17-year-olds.
Well,
let's see it.
He's currently launching his book over on Dave Finch's huge channel. Dave Finch's channel is 3 times the size of mine. And he hasn't earned half of what Kelsey's earned. We're crushing it.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's the strength and power of COMICSGATE. Thanks for keeping me in the know, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't know this was going on, but we've got fans. Our eyes are everywhere. We're watching everything at all time. Is Art Jedi cool? I don't know who he is.
Yeah, I
Not
think
this
he's all
guy.
right. Not as good as Kelsey though. Kelsey, this looks to rival one of my favorite art books and or sketchbooks, and that was the J. Scott Campbell Danger Girl sketchbook.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one, and this looks to rival that. Like just because you have page layouts and stuff in there, because layouts, especially a lot of artists in CG, that we have a lot of pinup artists, we have a lot of cover artists, and a lot of people, like buy this, look at Kelsey's layouts, look at the thought process, understand how to put a page together. It's really important. Makes it a lot easy to hire you do.
How am I supposed to know? Art Jedi is 17 years old. So
Yeah, good job. Good job, Kelsey. You're beating the shit out of a 17-year-old.
Yeah, just like Shane Davis. Yeah.
Kicking him down. Kick him.
Oh, that is funny.
I did
Wherever
find
he goes.
I did find footage of John's birthday party somebody sent me.
Oh, okay, hold on. Tobias the Indigenous Ginger Patrick says, my Wreck Planet American Hopper edition will hang in a plexiglass vault next to my motorcycles. Wow. Hail CG. Happy birthday, John. Congrats. You're old.
Thank you. Not that old.
Ethan, you still got to make that a t-shirt. Like
36.
something with no sleeves. American Hopper.
Yeah, maybe I will do that. Here's John's birthday party footage. Let's see.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
He's got loyalty in Bud.
Oh, man, women do the work.
A lot of Bud Light there.
There's John out there on that thing right there, isn't it?
Oh.
This is
Remember when Bud Light used to be cool?
Was this commercial made to mock the regular Bud Light brewers even more?
Yes. They love their customers.
Boy, they hate their customers.
Wait, is this a
Guys,
new commercial
this is
or an
John's
old
birthday
commercial?
party? Show some respect.
Oh.
What?
Is this new or old?
It's hard to... Is it new?
2023. This is a new commercial.
Yeah, that's a new one.
They got a much better person running their ads. That is the perfect pivot. That is a great pivot.
I don't know. That looked like they made fun of a lot of heterosexual white people.
Okay.
Yeah, they're
I think it's relatable though. Those are normal people. They're not fucking weird freaks who are cutting off their dicks and lighting buildings on fire. So I gotta say, it's a much more relatable advertisement. It makes people laugh and go, "Yep, I've been there." I'm glad. Listen, Bud Light, it's not going to work. Your company, we've destroyed you forever. You're never coming back.
It's not going to work because it's so disingenuous. You see how disingenuous it is.
Well,
a year ago, if they made
advertising
this ad, if they care, you know what I mean? Like, oh, how funny is that?
Yeah, no, all advertising is disingenuous. But what I want to stress
Dylan
is
Mulvaney
that
on the Titan II submarine as a Bud can. Funny as fuck, though. You'll see it.
That's beautiful. Yeah, just have normal people. Like, sorry, like, you know what? Like, I know, like, Twitter makes it seem like the entire world is filled with perverts, but it really isn't. It just isn't. Most people are normal people who are repulsed and find that stuff to be really disgusting and sort of I don't know, off-putting. They can't relate to it. They don't want to relate to it. They'll tolerate it, but they don't want to celebrate it. And that's just the reality of America, okay? We've gotten to a point where we will tolerate disgusting mentally ill degeneracy to some degree, but we want it away from our families. We don't want to bring it into our homes. We certainly don't want to buy it at the supermarket, okay? So don't ask for more than you're entitled to. You're entitled to us not destroying you, okay? And that's about it. You're entitled to not getting one of these across the face. Other than that, like, stop trying to make us, celebrate your weirdness.
Have you guys been keeping up with all the videos on Twitter of pride shit, like people in the streets and water fountains in New York, or like whatever, dancing nude, like people bashing a dude reading the Bible? Like I
with his Bible apart.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw like the giant nudie party in water in New York that was open to the public and kids, and there were.
What about the guys with the bicycles in the parade?
Yeah, that guys with the bicycles was a weird one too. Like, it's like this is all an excuse just for perversion, to be out on the street and in your face.
Like the fat guy in his tidy whities, like twerking in front of the kids.
That was
That's
nothing
nuts.
compared to the dudes on the bike.
that was like,
The
oh, I
guys
hadn't
on
even
the
seen
bike.
that.
These are like 60-year-old dudes on the bike with their shriveled. Oh, Rainy, forget.
Yeah.
No, I mean
They're
it's
like,
really
"Hey,
weird. It's just really weird because I agree with what Ethan said. I think most people are fine with tolerating. It's nobody really cares what you do in your private life, but they're trying to shove it down everyone's throats. And if you say it's weird and to stay away from kids, that pun not intended. But if you tell them to stay away from kids, then they say you're trying to genocide them or something. That's just completely ridiculous.
That's the only way.
Well, if you're under the protection of gay parade, you can literally go as a man naked and you can put your genitals right in front of a kid and it's perfectly all right. Do it any other day of the week, you're going to prison.
Yeah. Well, that's what they were doing. The lesbians topless. And by the way, not all women. I used to say all women should be naked. I take that back, ladies. I saw that video of you like in the water fountains with your tiny little A cups exposed and your and like underpants that are straining against your fat
armpit hair
and everything. Ugly, unfortunate tattoos, ladies. Well, I don't want your nudity to be aggressively. Hi, Debbie.
I gotta be right back. I'll be back, guys. I'll be back.
Okay, see you later. I'll wait till
we got
here. Okay.
We got Billy in the mood.
Well, we keep talking about those naked guys in the fountains. Hold on now.
When you pull out your boobies and they're like, I know you're doing that to hurt me. The sight of your boobies is it's intentionally. You're like nobody wants that. Like, please save that for.
I think you should position your trebuchet right at the end of the parade line, right? Like, so you just shoot him off in space.
You remember the water cannon? Remember the riot water cannon?
Yes. See, we need to bring back the riot water cannon. The other thing that I could do is I could camouflage most of the trebuchet, but I could put the arm with the thing that the catapult arm. I could say twerk here. Hey, everybody, come twerk here right on this spot. Cameras are. I'm gonna have a camera on it, so it's like twerk here for YouTube Pride. And then as soon as they get on it, they stand up there and they twerk, and that's when.
And then you can have one of those roller coaster cameras that takes a shot of them right as it's happening, so they're like,
they have sound cannons that will make you vomit uncontrollably.
Oh yeah, that's like it's like a sonar cannon or something, right? Like it's ray it hits, and it's a crowd control thing. Yeah, but I don't know if they use it. Has that been put into use actually?
Do we want
they're just waiting to use them
puking everywhere too? I mean,
I don't want that at all.
Yes.
They thought they used that in Havana or something, right?
No, that's something different that they used against the embassy.
Alpha Suma says, "Stop sticking your PC-ness in my face."
Love her.
Oh, isn't that cute? Perfect
Is that a shot?
vibe.
Yeah.
It's a furry shot glass. So
$5.
cute.
No, it's a little corgi. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to Kelsey and your awesome sketchbook.
Thank you.
Cheers,
You, Kelsey.
Have another one.
I'm proud of you, Kelsey, for having a campaign. I wish you had told me about it.
Have
Well,
I not?
Kelsey-
I thought I was talking about it for like a
You
week or so.
talked about it, but yeah, dude, you talk about a lot of things. I didn't know you were actually going to launch it today.
Yeah.
Kelsey showed me it. He goes, could you take a look at the campaign? And I went, yeah, sure. And I looked at it. I said, oh, it looks good. And then it's like, I got a bunch of people telling me, you idiot, you're supposed to be launching Kelsey's campaign on this show. I said, oh, and I pretended I knew that, but I didn't know that. So that's by the way, here we go.
One of the special perks for Kelsey's campaign is that I'm going to teach Kelsey my dance moves.
Oh, okay.
All right, let me see here. We got John Peter Presson, Protosaltus. Thanks for $5. Boy, I don't know what that means, but Gold Arrow Comics says, hey, COMICSGATE, we only have 18 days left. Please help us spread the word. Thank you for $5. That's Gold Arrow Comics on there we go, on Indiegogo. We love those people. They're good people. We want them to succeed. Black Cat Guy says, hey, Rainey, show that mug you're drinking from again.
Oh yeah, sure. My skull mug.
Oh.
Arr. Arr. That's not the sound Vikings make, but whatever.
Well, not that one. He's dead.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Cheers.
So
Viking, maybe.
Is anybody here going to San Diego Comic-Con?
No, a lot of people aren't going to San Diego Comic-Con.
Aaron, Billy is.
I know Richard Friend is going.
He is.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, John Malin found out he had a lot of dick friends in his life this past weekend with his birthday. A lot of them. A lot of his friends. Dick friends.
Oh, yeah.
All right, hold on a second. John, are you friends with Richard Friend? Do you know him?
No, don't know.
Oh, Dick Friend. I don't think I've ever heard of it. I don't think I ever thought of that.
That joke didn't come together too well. Sorry. All right, hold on a second. Here is we're going to be redirected back to my article in 12 seconds. Why not now, asshole? All right, here we go. Comic-Con crisis. Marvel, Netflix, Sony, HBO, and Universal are going to skip. Hold on a second. San Diego Comic-Con. I'm sorry. So Netflix, Sony, HBO, and Universal can't make it. Oh, we're so sorry. What happened to this show? This basically was taken over by Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's essentially what it became. It became TVs and movies, and now it's going back to maybe actually being about comics.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's going to go back to being about comics. I mean, that'll take some time.
Keep it
like,
open.
I had been going to San Diego Comic-Con for almost like 12 years straight, and the Artist Alley has done nothing but shrunk over time to basically pushed off into the corner, and all of Hollywood buying up the real estate inside. And once a person buys a booth at San Diego, whether it's Mattel or whatever, until they refuse it, they own that space. So DC Comics used to really have that prime real estate right there in the middle of it for years. And then eventually, with the merger with AT&T gave it up and just combined it to the Warner Brothers booth in the back. So I don't know if San Diego Comic-Con can just spread out and be comics again overnight. Like I don't know it. That con hasn't been about comics for years.
No, they're gonna have to downsize if they keep losing guys like this. That's a lot of real estate that's not going to be filled. On the floor.
Well, could this article mean that Hollywood is done with comic IPs and comic?
So when I worked with Legendary, their press guy was very much talking about like Hollywood in general. Like what happened with San Diego Comic-Con is a lot of companies would release all their movie trailers at the same time, and then they would compete with one another, and that's not exactly what Hollywood wants to do because all these movies come out throughout the year. So they were all competing to basically trip on one another, and then you know, they've blown their load, so to speak, with the big movie announcement all in one weekend. It doesn't really. So a lot of people are already pulling out of San Diego, like a lot of Disney stuff. Like, what is that con they do? D23 or something like that. So this was going to happen over time, anyways, with Hollywood, anyways.
So what is San Diego? What is it going to be actually be about then? What do you think is going to be there?
It's going to be a boat show very soon. It's not going to be a comic show.
It's going to be all the yachts inside. Cosplays and dealers, and that's it.
Cosplay as a bush, a shrub.
The dealers don't even take up. The dealers don't even take up a quarter of the floor anymore.
No.
Okay.
No. And what would you say Artist Alley is like on that stretch, Aaron? Like maybe 1/8?
If that, because it's shoved all the way back at the end, the far end, and the booth I have is in that area because there's an illustrators area, but they're all people with booths, and then they've just got this little tiny area against the back wall that can't be more than, probably 3 tables deep this way, and I mean it runs the whole length of the back end of the convention, but it's small, really small.
Yeah, I remember one year just the tables just shrank. Like it wasn't even like the tables like look like they shrank in the wash. Like I didn't even know they made tables that small.
You used to get an 8-foot table, now you get half a 6-foot table. You get 3 feet basically.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what? Okay, I thought it was half an 8, but half of.
Was it half an 8? It could be, but still, it's.
Yeah. I thought it was 4 feet.
And they did shrink tables. A lot of cons went from 8 foot to like 6 feet. So
cheap.
I heard they're charging for Artist Alley tables now too, instead of.
Are they that? I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, they're gonna have to. Yeah.
I know they're
it
charging
looks like
for booth.
Alo, it looks like you could get a bigger spot if you like. Looks like a few people have.
You could get that Marvel spot, Aaron.
Yeah, or Netflix.
Yeah,
Alo Netflix Lopez.
It's really interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see if there's just like open space in there, or if they're gonna fill them with something. I mean, because those are big booth areas.
Well, what they can do is close down whole halls, and just shrink the area that the convention takes place in,
Right.
Or boats.
Well, the car show in the middle, and comic show around the edges.
In Vegas, one time they had the porn show right next to the comic convention, so all the guys would go from the comic convention to the porn show.
Nice.
Oh no!
I think I would hang out. No, I'd hang out at the comic convention, of course. Elizabeth Lyon says, "Howdy, Uncle Ethan. Love my Cyber Frog figures. Frog heart. Thank you, Elizabeth Lyon. I'm glad that you got them and you're enjoying them." Shane was there. All right, let me see here. Oh, look at this. Evidently, Eric Weathers is lettering Art Jedi's book. So is Dan Genovese.
Man, that guy's everywhere.
So Art Jedi, who is this guy? I've never heard of him.
17-year-old kid. His artwork's it's actually really, really good for his age.
This is the 17. This is the kid that's always
the one you're
posting his
beating the
art.
shit out of. Yeah.
Yeah.
And his age.
He's really good for 17. Damn, man. He's really good. He's going places.
We're at 8,100. All right.
Hey! Far out. I wasn't paying attention.
Wow.
Thank you. Awesome.
Art Jedi has 29,200 followers on Twitter.
Wow. I got close to 6,000. No, 6,000. 6,000.
You're making a joke. 6.
By the way, here's Art Jedi's birthday party here.
Hey, was this at John Malin's place?
No, he's having his own party here. I guess. Is that
Andy? I thought it was Graham.
Eating fine foods.
Ooh, this does look like my party.
Wow.
Here's a picture
of a black Nazi. This is your Twitter, John.
I like this guy. This guy's great. This guy's 17 years old.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's his artwork you're looking at though.
No. He started. He was always coming around Finch's Monday night streams. And
this is a little wisdom here. We need to do everything in our power to stop becoming little silos. Shane, you have a little silo.
I live in it. Yeah, thanks.
The knowledge, information, accessibility, love, energy, money, power, everything needs to flow freely, especially money and power. We are all to be retained here and go nowhere else. We are all little grains of sand, each as important to the next. That doesn't sound important at all. We are each drops of water that makes the ocean. We have the power. We are the power. I disagree with all of
I don't
those.
put a lot of stock in 17-year-old wisdom.
Yeah, some of those grains of sand are on top of the other grains of sand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I am an enormous rock. Like I'm an enormous boulder in a pile of grains of sand.
Huh.
I see myself that way. I am not a drop of water. I am the shark in the water. That is me. And I listen, there's no way I'm going to become a little silo. All right, what is this here?
I always think of Conan where he says, your God, my God is the everlasting sky. Your God lives beneath him.
This guy writes haikus. If their eyes, they're so wrong, are always on something else and someone else, let them go. For the universe has its eyes on you and has your back.
Wait,
No, it doesn't.
That's
No, it's a big void of emptiness. It cares
laughing
not
at you.
Isn't it a Taylor Swift
the
song?
universe is chaos. Chaos is the norm.
Oh, they're saying in the chat this is the wrong guy. They said the 17-year-old.
Yeah, I think you're not
art
looking at the
Jedi.
right guy at all.
Oh, all right. Well, this guy's a.
Thank God.
I gotta find this dude because I'm gonna find out something about him. But I kids are idiots.
Let's go back.
Oh yeah.
Record.
Art search instead for Art Jedi separated. Oh, here we go. On Instagram. Thank God, dude. Oh my God.
Wait a minute. So that other guy had 29,000 followers by posting haikus?
Yeah, posting poetry that made people feel like they mattered when they don't matter, and that's one thing that not really. Like you matter to your friends and your family, but in the larger sense, to the universe, you don't matter at all. And anybody who says that you do is crazy or delusional or just an a-hole. The universe.
Oh, this kid is the Amarok kid. Yeah, I've seen
Amarok.
his art around. Yeah.
Amarok. Oh, so people are talking about that. All right, here he is in a hoodie. Here he is painting a naked woman. So we'll zoom past that real quick. It's okay. It's nudity, but at least she's
Wait,
It's artistic
I don't think this is
nudity.
him.
This isn't him either.
This isn't him.
He kind of looks like a Joe Keown. He
Because
looks
if you
like
go
a
to his
17-year-old.
campaign page, he's a white kid.
He looks like a
I
17-year-old Joe
found-
Keown. That's
I
what
found
he
his
looks
Twitter. I'll post it in the private chat.
what on earth is going on? Everybody's an art Jedi, huh?
Apparently.
Yeah.
Hold on,
It's
guys.
in
I
the
gotta
private
change my
chat.
screen
There
name
you
to
go.
Art
like.
Jedi.
Sith Lords aren't doing their job, man.
I'm more of an art hobo.
Yeah, that's our hope.
You're better than that, Kelsey.
I'm an art beggar.
Oh.
The art vagabond.
Yeah. Send me that link. Let me see, and let me see what they say.
Art scavenger.
It's in the private chat.
I think it's Joshua Durstein, right? Yes, it's Joshua Durstein.
The art Jedi is what the comic book one is posting over and over.
It's in the private chat in StreamYard.
Oh, okay. I'll do that then. I was looking on Twitter for some reason.
No, he has a very 90s style comic book.
Yeah,
art.
like
I like how his Twitter header
and
is somebody. His Twitter header is somebody telling him the '90s style isn't going to make him money. Well,
well, no, but they've been saying that for years. I've heard that forever. Like 90s. Why are you drawing 90s? Like it's like a thing. 10 years ago, people were saying that.
He's a go-getter. He's driven.
15 years ago, they were saying that.
yeah, I'm impressed.
Like a young Rob Liefeld.
He's on his
Yeah,
way.
and he's 18, by the way, not 17.
I mean,
but yeah,
Oh, okay. Look who's interested. Yeah.
Reedy's like, he's an adult now. What's his
you have to
number?
make it weird.
No, you're making it weird. I'm not keeping up with the clock rolling over.
So how long?
Cougar.
How
Paying
long?
attention to the chat.
Okay,
Here's
Jared of
Josh,
Subway.
Durstein. He's got a book called Amarok here. That's what this is. Amrock by the Art Jedi is 2K away from hitting 5K. All right, so this is his book. I did see this guy's artwork. I did retweet it at some point. And good for him. He's on Finch right now.
Yeah.
Why
Dave
didn't he?
and John Livesay is inking him.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
John
Wow.
Livesay. Here's his campaign right now.
Was that? I
John
think that
Livesay.
cover in the middle. That was a. Was that a Rob Willis cover?
Yes, in the middle. That's
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, he got a Rob Willis cover. Yeah, so he's. I don't know if he's CG or friendly to CG, but he's cool.
He's also
I
got.
think Kanan White's doing one too.
By the way, Kanan White, thanks for lending your actual name to this kid's cover. Appreciate that, pal.
Oh my god!
Right here, I think this is Kanan White's cover, and he went ahead and he just said, "You know what? My name's Kanan White."
Well, I think he's held on to that cover for a couple of years.
Oh,
he's been working on this for a while. But how long do you guys give this kid before he starts drawing and turning to the Frank Miller silhouette art style?
God damn, Jimmy, you're running him down already.
I remember when I first started drawing, I was like, not enough rendering. I rendered everything. Now,
Jimmy,
10, 15 years, maybe.
Yeah,
He's young.
He's young. He'll figure it out.
Yeah, I don't know. This, by the way, Rob Willis. Yeah.
By the way,
which one did he do? The one on the right?
He's the middle one.
The middle one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're all squinting. Is there a way to?
Yeah, can you
see bigger?
Oh, I'm sorry. What am I doing here?
That's the link.
I don't.
Oh, there it is.
I remember because I downloaded it because I thought it was cool.
It's a nice piece by Rob Willis right there.
Rob Willis.
No kidding.
Look at this ladder effect.
What you talking about, Willis? What is he talking about, John Malin?
I don't know. He tried.
I mean, there's a lot of effort here.
Good effort, kid.
Sounds like two very threatened people.
I'm not.
Yeah, I don't know why you would be threatened by this. I mean, because it's really good, and I understand now. I had to think about it, but I was like, oh wait, this is really good. That's why they're threatened by it. I mean, I'm not. I just look at this and I go, yeah, cool.
Not bad.
Yeah, I'm like, keep going in this direction. Forward, right off that pier.
Shows promise.
Yeah, nice work. All right, so that's Rob Willis. Let me see what this is here. I think this is the kid in question.
Yeah, that's him.
Little Eric Larson happening here.
Yeah, I was thinking that little Eric Larson, maybe some Dwayne Turner. Maybe who else? There's like a lot of guys you can recognize.
From
Chap Yap.
Extreme. Yeah.
If you steal from Eric Larson, what is that called?
Grand Larson. Grand Larson.
Bad puns.
Something about the proportions and stuff remind me of Larry Stroman.
Yes. Oh yeah, Larry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really good, man. This kid's. I keep calling him a kid. Oh, he is a kid. He's 18.
He's 18. Yeah, he's a baby, man.
I couldn't draw like that when I was 18.
No way. I could pull out my stuff when I was 18. It ain't like this.
You know what's weird is if he came from
Kanan's name is Kanan White and he's black.
Well, no. If this kid,
weird.
Go back to the kid stuff. If the kid was born in, like, let's say if he was 18 in the 90s, where would he be?
At Liefeld Studio.
Yeah,
definitely.
I mean, his whole life would just be different if he was born in a different era. Like today, the American comic book industry is probably making fun of him for drawing like 90s, and Marvel and DC couldn't give two fucks about the kid. It is a weird time in the American comic book industry.
Yeah, drawing in a style that actually makes money that the fans like. Weird.
Liefeld's blowing up this kid's DMs, man. He's like, if only I had my company.
Well, I mean, what do we do? I mean, how do we help this kid? I mean, after all, he is on Dave Finch's channel right now. Dave Finch, of course, one of the biggest comic book YouTubers. He's one of these guys who has an instructional channel.
Yeah.
This should be rock and roll. They don't need my help. If they needed my help, they would just ask me.
What's he at?
Let me take a look.
3,000 something.
Refresh this. Of course, we're sharing it now. I know people want to back Amarok.
Well, it looks good.
Oh,
there you go.
Well, there's there's big crowds on the internet that don't necessarily buy stuff. You know what I mean? You got to have a base that actually are want to buy stuff, and that's what COMICSGATE has. Where a lot of these other guys, they may have 2-3 times the audience, but they're not buyers. They're just
they figured out how to monetize.
Yeah,
it.
they're used to Instagram and free artwork and stuff
Right.
like that. You know, like that's why I don't really post artwork on. I just post nudes on Instagram.
Selfies. Yeah.
Oh, that was you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kelsey Shannon, $8,317. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Kelsey's the king of rock.
Crack rock.
Oh
yes.
The Black Rock.
That is weird, though. Really take a moment and think about that. Just the era that he's born in makes a whole difference in like his career. Like it's not even about his skill level right now.
Dude, I mean, come on, the era we were born in. I got in all hyped up on image, go-go juice, and then as soon as I get in, it's been this slow decline ever since. So,
Yeah, that's what we've been
we had
saying.
the same road to hoe, man.
It's not about merit anymore. It's what...
Was I lying about he looks like a young Del Keown?
Oh yeah, he does. Holy cow.
Yeah, there he is.
Right there.
Just
I
needs
hope he has a better
guitar.
future.
It's still Joe's secret son. That's why he's
Hang
so
on.
good.
I thought Ethan said he was black. What?
No, that was he had the wrong
That's the
account.
wrong guy.
No.
Now
Is
who's
that
this
Finch
drawing?
drawing?
Is that Finch?
That's
Yeah,
Finch.
that's
Finch.
Okay, I was gonna say,
Wow.
wow, that's a lot better than that what the kid was doing.
He's really good.
Well, no, I'm
It's
not
David
it's
Finch. It's David Finch. So
Yeah, it's Finch. I mean, come on.
By the way, so this just happened. I guess it just ended because the things. He looks thrilled. By the way. What?
Yeah, he's so excited. Yeah, he's like,
he's
Gordon-
getting to watch Finch
Make
draw.
sure he doesn't fuck it up.
Yeah.
Why do I know the guy on top? Who is he?
it's John.
That's John
Levisay,
Levisay,
inker.
inker.
Livesay, look at him.
Oh.
Oh, look at him. I remember when he was a little guy. Like he got old, his face filled out. That's
I
amazing.
know that guy. He was trying to ink me on some stuff. I know this guy. All right.
Yeah, Livesay.
All right.
Gordox Pub says Josh Durstein's fine doing it his way. He just wants to do it for his own book. Dave Finch just drew a cover for it. I don't know. I don't know what that means. All right. So anyway, this is the cover. And again, there we go. A little enthusiasm there.
People are saying if we want to get this kid into COMICSGATE, we got to introduce him to Mandy Summers.
He's already been around. I mean, I think he used to be on or was popping up on Frega's channel when Frega was still streaming. So
Yeah, he used to be on mine
a
earlier.
year ago.
Yeah. He's friendly.
All the old image guys. I see. Yeah.
Wonder if like to you guys, COMICSGATE is still this weird gray area. You kind of want to touch, but not touch 100%. Like it's like you kind of want to orbit it, but not really. You know.
I don't know, but this kid's obviously from a generation that doesn't give a crap. I mean, there's nothing for him in the mainstream, so he's coming out here doing his own thing. So
that's where I was also thinking. It's like he
Yeah.
probably doesn't have a lot to lose. It's not like Marvel or DC are going to hire him. I mean, I don't know if they would. Like even at a low page rate, I don't know. Like it's weird. Like if their books look like shit, if you hire this kid, then even his book looks great, but then he just takes a piss on your whole publishing line, right?
Well, you saw that She-Hulk page they just posted?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, at what point does a comic company that has nothing but like 52 books that look like shit have to only hire shit to make those other 52 books not look like more shit? You get what I'm saying? If they did hire this kid, he would obliterate. Like, it would be like, well, why do these other books look like shit?
It'd be like bringing in Stephen Platt, right? And just on Moon Knight, and everybody going, "What the?"
Yeah, but the thing is that this is a different time. This kid might not even be interested in that. You know, you're talking about whether or not they would hire him. I think it's whether or not he chooses to go to them or not. So,
Well, he did say in the live stream this is his first comic book that he's working on.
Well, I know Dan hired him to draw Black Flag.
8 pages, I think.
0.5.
Yeah.
Like Ashcan or something.
Yeah, I think what he meant was his first like full-length comic.
Right.
All right. Anyway, I do this every now and then. Good luck to this campaign. I hope Amarok does great.
Yeah.
I do this every now and then. I will do a Twitter search just for my own edification of COMICSGATE, but using asterisks for the O and the A, because this is how SJW talked about us without us knowing. And it's important, as you can see, Staz Johnson. That's a shame, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Who's Staz Johnson?
What's a Staz?
He's an artist. He used to draw Robin, I think. But you see a lot of pros. This is mostly the way professionals talk about us. I just really want to emphasize there is no place here. So I went down a rabbit hole. No place here for any COMICSGATE supporters. Unfollow me immediately if you consider yourself part of that disgusting crowd.
I've seen her avatar before. Is she a writer? Is she a writer?
Like artist? And I was like, oh my god! Like I want to check this person out. Like who is this? 13,900 followers. Like this is somebody who has a little bit of clout, is doing something. And then
I wouldn't call that doing something. Click on that.
Well, I mean, scroll down here. I just was fascinated. I started reading this, this Twitter feed, and this is like immediately it's comics broke me. I've never seen the way these people talk on their Twitter, the things that they post.
What is that mess? What was that picture?
I decided I wanted to stress clean out my bathroom cabinets today, and I need to stop impulse buying potions and creams. This stuff expires.
This is the kind of stuff you don't want to post on Twitter for the whole world.
I know, exactly.
And your private life is a mess, and you're a bit of a don't
Hoarder.
Crazy person.
They're all like this, though. They all talk like this, and they all draw like this.
I saw gold.
Are any of us having private conversations about SJWs? We only say something when they attack us, and then they spend their whole time complaining about us in private. And it's like, what are you?
It's so weird. In their head, they have this idea they're fighting evil. So these people that I mildly disagree with, they must be bigots and they must be out to get us. No, nobody's out to get you. We're just trying to make comics here. You're the ones bothering COMICSGATE. Go away.
Right. Again, arguing, engaging with COMICSGATE. Thank you for spelling out our name, sweetheart. Is also simply not worth my time, energy. And if you're trying to argue or pick a fight with me, I'm under zero obligation to give you my attention. I'll just block you instead. I have better things to do. First of all, why did you not block me? Like I've never like you would think you would go like block me first, but I guess not.
And if you want that, she doesn't have anything better to do. You're posting about it.
You want my honest opinion? You want my?
No, I want you to stop talking over Aaron Lepresti, Shane. Please,
Aaron. That was Jimmy. That wasn't me. That part was Jimmy.
I was talking over Shane. Well, Shane and I started at the same time, but
okay.
What I was saying, if she wants that to actually reach COMICSGATE, put a hashtag in front of that COMICSGATE. Otherwise, you're just blowing wind nowhere.
All right. Anyway, now Shane, thank you.
That's bait. You're supposed to respond, and then that'll validate her.
Right. Anyway,
that's why you're not blocked.
Look at them complaining. This is the whole thing about this. These people see the convention circuit as theirs. It belongs to them, and they simultaneously complain about being exploited there, but they depend on it. Look at this. Kara says, at this point, I might have to stop attending shows that don't at least offer me comp tables at cons. Like, seriously, they're asking.
What has she done to earn it?
Who is she?
I'll show you in a minute. You're not, of course, when you find out, like this led me down this amazing rabbit hole where I was like, oh my God, it really is broken. Even things with Marvel, Comixology, Dark Horse, and Netflix to promote this year, I still can't afford to spend $500 plus on a table along with travel, hotel, and product costs. Phil Hester, who used to draw Green Arrow, says,
I love Phil Hester.
Yeah, he goes, pros, if a convention does not offer table plus lodging plus travel, you're not a guest, you are a customer. Why would you reach?
True.
It's a diss. I don't know if she realizes that, but it's a slap across the face of reality.
Well, I was in comics 20 years before people were offering me free tables. You know what I mean? You had to earn it because they thought, okay, you might be someone that people might want to come and see. You don't just get it because you declare yourself a pro.
Yeah. Some people are getting them because of the boxes they check. So it's a little bit different today. I remember talking to David Finch at New York Comic Con, and he paid $600 for a table, or $500, whatever it was. And I had a friend that was a lesbian comic artist, and she had it for free, and he had just sold like Batman Rebirth, which was like 300,000 copies printed, signing, and she had nothing new. Like so some of these people are getting comp tables right now, like based off of their pronouns or stuff like that.
Back in the day, all you had to do is prove you had work out there, and they'd give you a table. That was
on an
easy.
Artist Alley table.
Yeah, right.
You're right.
You belong in Artist Alley. I mean, but again, like this whole thing. See, these people, they don't understand how economies work. Basically, I'm begging cons to put less of their budget towards getting huge Hollywood stars at their shows and more towards getting the people responsible for actually making comics.
Those big stars bring in the crowd.
Right, like nobody wants to meet you. I don't understand why you don't know this. Like, you should be like humble and go, yeah, people really aren't coming there for me. Maybe they'll pass my table and I'll be able. This industry is hard enough getting shut out of one of the few ways we have to directly promote our work and engage with fans, readers. It's devastating.
Well, it's not just nobody is going there to see whatever her or their name is, but you speaking to this person whose Twitter we're looking at now, you're the people that are canceling actual seasoned pros who know how to make comics, that bring in guests like Ethan, like Frank Miller. You have pushed those people that make comics about Comic Cons, actually about comics, out, and now you're complaining that nobody wants to go and see you because you're the only thing that's left and you suck and nobody will buy your comics. They destroyed it. They're bitching about it.
That's exactly right. More whining and complaining about comic conventions. So next year, I'm either going to significantly raise my convention commission prices or hire a table helper for Heroes Con because I honestly love doing con commissions. But I'm always so bummed that it means I'm usually in my room drawing and not seeing old friends. This is their entire life, like conventions.
So hang on, you're bitching about going to a con, but then bitching that you're having to do the commissions that you got at the con.
It's all bitching. That's all it is.
Like I want to hang out with friends, really. And by the way, I don't want to have to pay for a table, but I will hire a table helper, which is something that nobody does. What? All right, so fascinating stuff. I would buy this jacket too.
And the boots to match.
Imagine if you actually bumped into somebody, you'd kill them.
Yeah, nobody's hugging you with that jacket.
We'll hug everybody.
Milkshake. Okay, so I'm trying to find the artwork here. This person is the person that draws Gay Captain America, the Gay Captain America book.
Oh.
I was like, who is this person? And the audacity of like posting this, you know what I mean? Like if I did this, I'd be like, here you go. Sorry about that. I'm having an off day.
Having an off day.
Yeah.
I'm hungover.
I'm really drunk. Here you go. Sorry. I would not take a picture of that.
Ethan's drug drawings.
Yeah.
All right, try that with my left hand.
You know what's really funny is the other thing is we were talking about Heroes Con, and we were talking about how Heroes Con runs this enormous, what I would, in my opinion, is a scam. Heroes Con, the promoter of the show, the entire time that you're at this show, there's something you're aware of if you're an artist, something called the Heroes Con art auction. And many people go to this, and everybody who goes contributes to this art auction. Now, you would think that the art auction, which is almost competitive, everybody's like, I got to go to the art auction. I got to see my art get bid on. And you go, well, what is the art auction for? Maybe it's for the Special Olympics or something. Maybe it's a charity for autism. Maybe it's a charity for Wounded Warrior or something like that. Like, what's the money being contributed to? No, the money's being contributed to the convention. It goes to the convention. You're literally paying to be at the convention at that point. You idiots. I mean, we have the dumbest people in comics. Guys, listen, it's a great thing to do work for charity. If they say we're doing an auction and the auction goes to Heroes Initiative. So in other words, the money that you're raising here will go to support the medical bills for the people who are trying to ruin your life when they get old, age out. In case you care about that, which your mileage may vary. But at least that's a charity. Like, this is you're doing artwork, and you're doing artwork competitively. You're producing the best artwork that you can to fund the convention that makes you pay to be there anyway. And these people spend they're so stupid. They pay to be there. They've got a table at Heroes Con. It's a great social event, but the art auction is the reason why you're there. It's the buzz. It's what everybody's talking about. You're sitting there going, my piece is going to be great. I hope my piece sells for $1,800 to $2,000. Hey, Adam Hughes did an Invisible Woman painting that sold for $8,000. Oh my God, I got to beat that. I got to do something as good as that. The money from that art auction is all going into the promoter's pocket. And it makes zero sense because A, most people have to pay to be there. And B, the guy's getting $25 a day at the door for tickets for people to come in. And everybody just goes along with this. And it is retarded. Now, if you know that and you like the guy and you want to do it anyway, that's fine. But artists are not business people. They're not. We are easily bamboozled. I mean, just easily bamboozled. And here, I foolishly decided I wanted to do a larger painting for the Heroes auction this year. This is a person who's saying they want to charge you more money for commissions so that they can afford to do whatever it is that they want. They got to charge more money so they can party at night. And at the same time, we're doing a larger painting. Here's the painting halfway through. And here's the painting completed. This must have taken some time. This is a large canvas. And it's entirely, one of the big concerns here of being at Heroes Con is, and this is the nice booth that you set up, going to the auction and being angry at people, shouting out, "Oh, that's my friend's piece." Guys, hey, artists, wake up. You're unionizing. You're doing all this dumb shit that actually hurts the comic book industry. You're demanding that comic book cons stop bringing in movie stars that actually attract an audience that might run by your booth. You're canceling out creators because you don't like their politics, people who would attract people to come to conventions and perhaps order things at your booth. You're doing all this dumb stuff constantly that goes counter to your professional well-being. Then, again, complaining and crying on Twitter all day long, hating on COMICSGATE. We're here to tell you how to do it, you idiot. Here's your work. This is Captain America that this person is working on.
Wait, is Steve Rogers looking at Sam Wilson's dick?
Wait, what is this person's? What is her name?
This is gay. She draws the gay Captain America book.
I know this person.
Train hobo Captain America who was homosexual here. This is what that comic book looks like.
That's published Marvel work.
Yes. Look at this.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Oh, she does her own lettering.
Hey, why don't comics sell?
The comic industry has been taken over by, I'm sorry to say it this way, but by like woke females, woke white women, and homosexuals. And that's what is going on in comics right now. And, it's the identity part of that doesn't bother me. What bothers me is the shitty work that's for nobody. There's no audience for that at all. No kid is going to come over to that person's booth and go, "I love Train Hobo Captain America. Where can I get the action figure?" There's no future in this. But the other thing is the constant bitching and whining while they're making poor business decision after poor business decision over and over and over again, where their entire concerns are about how they're not being paid enough to hang out at cons with their homosexual friends. That's all it is, over and over again. If you look at these people's Twitter feeds, like I immediately found them through finding their disguised bitching and whining about COMICSGATE. You go down that rabbit hole and you see that they're all the same. None of them are happy. None of them are making good business choices. None of them are producing artwork for anybody that anyone wants. And all they really want to do is be paid to hang out with their weirdo friends at comic book conventions. It is incredible. Hashtag COMICSGATE. Thank you. That would have been one long.
I got a question, Ethan.
I didn't know her. Sorry.
Oh,
I just realized.
Yes. Nobody go over there and bother her, by the way. No harassment, none of that. We're not here to bother her. She isn't the problem. She is a symptom of a larger illness that plagues the industry. She's not the problem. If she were to go away, it wouldn't change a goddamn thing. She would be easily replaced by a lot of other midweight talents that are on Tumblr right now saying I should be the person drawing Captain America. A bunch of communists and socialists and weirdos who only have a little bit of talent, who just want to make everything cute and gay. Well, okay, is there an audience for it or not? Is there or not? Is this? All right, sorry, Shane, go ahead.
Okay, so who do you blame in this situation, the company or the artist?
I blame society. Who do you blame?
Yeah, paint it with a broad brush.
I mean, it's not her fault that she doesn't have to draw better to get that job. You know what I mean? Like, that's what the company.
I've said this all along. This is why I used to tell you, boys, stop talking about Mags Visaggio. It's not Mags's fault that Mags is getting all this work. Mags is getting work. Mags is, and I almost said Mags is a symptom of a larger problem in comics. The fact that if I were Mags, I would say, yes, thanks, I'm going to do all this work. Yeah, I'm great, I'm awesome. Mags is behaving like, believe it or not, a normal person would, which is to just say, thanks very much, I'm going to take all these opportunities I'm being offered. Symptom of the problem. What do you say, Shane?
I blame the company, but I think it started with SJWs. Like, again, Heather Antos is a great example, infiltrating the company, and then choice writers, and then from there art deplenishes. Like, I mean, but that is like, again, going back to the Jedi art guy, whatever, they can't hire him even if they wanted to, like, because now that shadows her, and oh my god, he's a white male, is he straight, holy shit, he couldn't exist in that world anymore. I blame the company first. I mean,
they'll start seeing swastikas and all this cross hatching.
Right, they'll start making shit up. I mean, they'll even if the editors don't, other artists will want to cancel him right away. They'll go dig up a tweet he probably did when he was 16 or 14 at this point, or something. Like, they will cancel his ass out of comics as soon as they could.
Right, it's true. These people exist. They're out there. They should not be working in mainstream comics. If they want a table in Artist Alley, they should pay for it. They should be diligent about improving their artwork. They should not be giving away anything for free. They can't afford it, because when they give shit away for free, that means they can't pay their bills, and they're on GoFundMe demanding money for sandwiches. There is no, when you are broke, there is no charity. There is no partying. There is none of that. I used to have to sit in my hotel room all night long drawing commissions to pay the bills. I didn't get to go out and party. I didn't get to go out and see my fabulous fat friends. I didn't get to see any of that because I had bills to pay at home, and I had obligations. I had a growing family, and so I worked. These people, their entire social lives, their identity, their self-esteem is wrapped up in these conventions, and they're taking it out on the rest of us. God damn it. So I'm angry. Meanwhile, this showed up. Everybody's talking about this right now. This is amazing. 94,500 likes on this tweet. Okay.
Wow.
This person here, censoring their dead names so transphobes can't use it against the character. It's like so smart, actually. Here's a page from looks like some hell. What is this? Who's this guy here?
Is that Constantine?
Constantine
Hellblazer is what I was thinking. So you've got this character sitting down here. Your mother's right, scribble, scribble. After all these years, our prayers were answered. We finally have our little girl back. And then look at the look on the face, like, I'm living through a nightmarish hell. Why don't they understand that is this a boy or is this a girl? Like, what is going on here? And then Hellblazer goes,
those tits.
I know. I was like, wait, is that a girl? Like, is this a girl pretending to be a boy? Or like, what's the thing here? He goes, Xanth. Who's Xanth? That's them right there. Then why do Ma and Ba keep calling them bleh? Well, that's their dead name, I guess. Can we stop this, please? Can we stop humoring this? Look, is Hellblazer humoring this person's pronouns while they're suffering through just being misunderstood all the time? Is this a comic book?
I blame Elliot Page.
You blame Elliot Page for this, really?
Yeah. Yeah. I was in Target and there was a book, and I had a horrible name, like, because they used their name Page, a page from my book. I think that was the name, the Elliot Page book. I it was everything.
No. Sounds like a joke.
No.
No, you're right. That it's something along those lines. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
It was
I
at,
saw it
the
too.
checkout counter. I thought about taking a picture of it, but I couldn't even bring myself to do it. I was like, can't.
So this is, by the way, this is all like a lecture. This has nothing to do with story or anything like this. This is just like trans dead naming is a terrible thing. That's them right there. Isn't that person sitting right there? Why are you going? That's them. And what is this? Does she not see this person here? Like, what the fuck? Anyway, 94,500 likes. Jesus. There are no comics that are selling this, okay? There just aren't. Not even Eric July's comic is selling like this. There are no comics that are selling. This is not about selling comic books. And if you were, by the way, if you were a business person looking at this, you go, holy shit, I need to go in this direction more. Look at this feedback here. That's a lot of people. Well, if I sell 94,500 copies of this comic, I'm going to do very, very well. Right. It does not sell. Right. These are not people who are buying this comic. This comic will sell 6,000 copies. 1,000 of them will be sold to retailers. 1,000 of them will be sold to fans. And
yeah, those are just people agreeing with the sentiment, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's Twitter activists who don't live in real life, liking that these panels are clearly, they're putting the activism in front of the actual comic, because is this what even the character would say? He wouldn't say these things. He wouldn't agree with this, but it's indulging in their activism. So they're agreeing with it, but they're not buying the comic.
I mean, there's a problem that we don't even know who these characters are. So it's like, why do we care? It's just, you know, it's just nothing.
Well, they're not acting like the way that they act. Like John Constantine would not give a shit about this. He's fighting Satan in hell. You know, and this is a certain kind of hell. This is definitely Satan's work. But it is not anything for John Constantine to worry about. And yet, because this book theoretically is about, I guess it's about John Constantine. So I guess I got to put him in there. But can I have him just sort of as a puppet, like referring to the real point of the story, which is this shaved head weirdo who is trans, I guess, or gender neutral something, and their inner battle about being misunderstood and dead named and all this stuff.
Why is Ezra Miller in the first panel? That's what I want to know. Are they still
Miller? Oh no, it doesn't look like him. Wouldn't John Constantine make fun of this person? Like that's what he would do. This is absurd. They're not putting the character in the story first.
Where's his cigarette too? You
know, you can't smoke anymore in mainstream comics.
Yeah,
that's right. Because all the kids reading comics will be influenced. Wait a minute, there are no kids reading comics, so that can't be the reason.
After that whole Cambridge Analytical thing years ago, there was some data out there on Twitter where it was like 10%, 90% of Twitter is made up by only 10% of like the retweets. It's like, so you see these big numbers and you think this is a majority voice or something, but it's really not. It's just X amount of guys just retweeting over and over and over again. It gives you a false illusion that this is what people accept. And it's really weird. So the comic book companies with all the diversity characters and the race swapping, the gender swapping, and all of that, it's all like it never reflects in sales, but it's very loud on social media.
Well, I think at least 10% are like just liking the color yellow because you know it makes you hungry, right?
Right. Well, I think it's
yellow and red.
It's not reflecting in sales because they're living off the credit. It's easy to just press like, but they're not going to go spend money.
Well. Yeah, well, it's worse than that because you could chase this and lose your existing customer base. The most recent example is the Bud Light stuff, right? Like you go chasing these retweets and this diversity push because they're a very loud demographic on social media, but then you lose your customer base because maybe your customers aren't on Twitter. Mm-hmm. You know, maybe they're not retweeting all day.
Why isn't there a link to where you could buy this book?
Because it doesn't matter.
Because they're never going to buy it.
The like. Yeah.
They're never going to buy it.
That wouldn't be a bad idea, though. No, seriously. Yeah. Hey, Jane, comics are in the toilet right now. Virtue signaling doesn't pay anyone's bills, okay? Why not put a link to the comic so that's a great point. So the people who are clicking like on this can put their money where their fucking like finger is and actually support the comic book itself. And by the way, if they did that, I'd be like, I wouldn't have an argument anymore. If these SJW comics, they sold 100,000 copies each, I don't know. That's just the way it goes, man. There's an audience there. There isn't an audience there. Nobody is buying this shit. Nobody's buying it. It's just messaging.
I'm sure Midtown bought at least 10,000 of them, right?
And Midtown.
No, they probably did sight unseen. They didn't know what the content is. They just
they're keeping the industry afloat.
No, they are. If Midtown Comics went under, the industry the direct market would collapse. Like Midtown Comics makes up something like 60% of the sales, I think, or something ridiculous.
Really?
That's scary.
Yeah.
Where are they housing all those unsold books?
They have a couple of warehouses. Some are upstate New York, I think, and one's maybe in New Jersey because they do a lot of online retail.
Yeah,
a lot, right? Like, yeah, a lot of online retail.
The shit's
money laundering.
Mhm.
The shit's gonna be buried in landfills. I don't know.
That's right.
It just goes to the recycler. It goes right from their warehouse to the recycling company.
Oh damn! Almost at 9,000. Awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
I love it. Thank you, Kelsey. Thank you for your terrific work.
Shoot, thank y'all, man. This is great.
I'm going to read some super chats. Okay, how do you like that?
All right.
All right. Let me
You
see.
insist.
Pastor Flash says, with the launch of Cyberfrog 3 next week, can you guarantee no wrecked planet has spoilers in the launch or on the campaign pages? No, I cannot guarantee that. The preview pages from Cyberfrog 3 will necessarily spoil Cyberfrog 2, so don't look at them. I'll push them way down to the bottom of the page. So Lazy says, I finally read Blood Honey and I enjoyed it. A few days later, Wreck Planet came in and I loved it. After that, I bought some figures. I will patiently wait for Volume 3 because story and art this good takes a lot of effort.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You read that twice. I know you.
I would read that twice. Read it 3 times.
Yeah, that's a good
Read
one.
it 3
I'm just
times.
going in order. I just discovered the starred section. You can just get all your super chats in the starred section.
Isn't that
now.
great?
I'm
love
really
that.
happy with this.
Yes.
All right. Kelsey forced me to be here, says Head Rock. Mr. Joker says, did I miss something? What's happening with Dale's posters? We're going to launch them this week, and I'm not sure what day yet, but pay attention. It's going to be this week, and I will, of course, promote the living hell out of it for Dale. I know you guys don't only need to be told when and where, so everybody's excited. Kelsey's campaign live on Fund My Comics Scribbles, says Lieutenant Hughes. Knocked them. Let's see. Knocked them for $20. That ain't cheap. Hey, Ethan, first time super chat. Love my Cyberfrog Blood Honey and backed more campaigns. I found out today my second chance Wreck Planet got delivered to the wrong address. Is there a place I can email you for help? The answer is yes. Go to cyberfrog@gmail.com, cyberfroghelp@gmail.com, and we'll take care of that for you. Lieutenant Hughes says, time to make Kelsey's the biggest campaign on Fund My Comic.
Yeah.
Patrick T says, for $5, got my Wreck Planet. Very good. Do the Vespers prefer obese, overweight livestock? Believe it or not, they prefer children. And I think after you've read the book, you might be able to guess why. Hiroshima Taru says Taco Bell's colors are because of Demolition Man. Dougie P says, arrive late, won't let me ship to the UK, and we answered that.
Oh yeah, there's actually more information about that with the other fellow that said he didn't see his country on the list, and if it's not on the list, they said to just email them at fundmycomic.com and they can add it to the list. They ship everywhere worldwide.
Yeah. Bought a copy of Blood Honey from you at the con, says Fizbin, on Sunday. Read it immediately. Top shelf story art and lettering, but how do you pronounce Vespis? And that's the answer. Vespis. With Vespis, but with Z's. Vespis. Robert Romano says 2023 Garden State Comic Fest made COMICSGATE history. Congrats. Robert, you were great. Andrew Wahoo says Scott Kurtz blocked me for my reply to him on your tweet of your merch table. It was the highlight of my day. Chris Graves says, great to finally meet you guys. The CG crowd showed up in force and gave the con a great vibe. Wait, it really was a great vibe. Like if you were there, it felt good,
It was
right?
fantastic. I
Yeah, it was
mean, the
amazing.
people were just so nice.
It was making me nostalgic
just
because,
great.
like, yeah, it looked great.
Yeah.
It looked just like old times.
I mean, I had a lot of warm, fuzzy feelings when I was there.
Let's you know what? Let's plan to get everybody there for next year. You know, I think it could be like because it really was nice and we did good business. So there was every reason to go for that perspective. But yeah, like we should all make that kind of an annual meetup show. So that'd be easy to do. Let me see. Dan Genovese says, it was great seeing you all at Garden State Comic Fest. For most of the day on Saturday, the CG row was the most jammed up in the whole con.
Awesome.
Yeah, Sunday was absolutely dead, though. They're like Sunday. I was like, oh, yeah, this feeling again where you're sitting at your table. I was like, I hope nobody takes my picture right now. See, that's the whole thing, too. It's like, yeah, you're just like, you're waiting for somebody to go, look, nobody was there. Nobody gives a shit. WordFab Stream says BarCon, Babylon, and on. Black Cat Guy goes, Ethan, great hanging with you, Graham, and Billy again, and great to finally meet Andy, Dan, and Cecil. Lots of drinking, good cigars, an epic night.
Yeah, nice. Did he leave his mask on most of the time, or was he walking around? You know,
he had
naked?
it off. He put it on because people didn't recognize him. The minute he put it on to sit down and sell books, he had a crowd.
That's great.
I mean, it was like Clark Kent with glasses, you know.
Yeah.
Broke his little heart.
Lieutenant Hughes says 4K in an hour. Nice one, Kelsey. Keep backing you bums. And that is, of course, what we're looking at right here. Scribbles. We can get this to 10K pretty easily if you guys back Kelsey's Scribbles sketchbook right now on Fund My Comic. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. Just go click the link and support these comics. The thing about COMICSGATE is it sinks or swims, you know, based on your support. We've got to get you guys to back these comics. You don't have to back all of them, just back the ones that you like, and support this growing effort to make indie comics.
And this is like 10 comics in one.
Yes,
basically everything I've done at COMICSGATE, everything I've done, you know, for the couple years before that, all the sketches, everything, all wrap into one 200-page book.
Let me see. Dan DiDio sends his greetings. I wonder what that's about. Like kick one.
He went up. He talked to Dan DiDio, and basically, this is what the story that I got back was that, and apparently he asked him about you or whatever, and Dan said that he was happy that you were doing well.
Well, what else would he say? Like, that's what you say about people you don't like, you know, you go.
I'm glad he's alive and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Skip Edwards talked to him too, I guess at maybe the same event or something. And he sent his regards to me also. So
beautiful.
Uh,
I guess it's the thing. If he gets asked, he's not saying fuck those guys or anything.
You know that song "Give My Regards to Broadway"?
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about the Special Olympics conversation that we were having yesterday. What if we did "Give My Retards to Broadway"? And it was like a show, Broadway show, where we had Down syndrome people and they're doing a performance. What do you think of that, John?
Oh,
yeah, it sounds great. Little dance routines.
I'm okay as long as you don't bet on
aerial stunts, perhaps.
Yeah. Aerial stunts? What do you mean?
Yeah.
Aerial stunts.
Are you talking about shooting them out of
Cannons,
cannons?
that kind of thing? Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, we can put a cannon on the stage. Why not?
Sometimes you come up with a pun, like you go, and then you realize it's just cruel, and you don't do that. That's not right at all. Sorry, everyone. Let me see. I don't do sketchbooks usually, but I do Kelsey Shannon. Just back. Love you, bro.
Awesome. Thank you.
Kelsey's videos are better than sex. What drugs are in that fucking incense, says Alex VRB.
Only the best.
Yeah. One Slick Dude says, I think I saw something like this in a 60s movie about hippies. Magnifique, Kelsey says, FKA 322. A lot of people impressed
That's
with
what they said
Kelsey.
at Cannes when he premiered that film.
Yes, my filmmaking prowess.
Kelsey, are you gonna have more original art up here? Because I back, but I want some original art, and there's nothing.
Oh, yeah, I could put more on there.
You should.
Okay.
He's got stacks of that crap, man. He needs to move it. Sorry, Kelsey, I forgot where you were at.
Aaron's like, clean up the floor and put that art up there.
Kelsey,
well, you know, it was all done on Graybeard Show, which is on Aaron's channel, so that's where all the crap happens.
Kelsey, also check your DMs to get back to me on something.
Oh, okay.
Had a blast with you guys during and after. Tons of laughs and drinks. I ended with Cecil passing the 1792 bottle between us. Still gone. PSF Mark Brooks. That's Aaron Sarge. You, my friend. Chris Thacker. Kelsey, no alligators in the video is lame. That's Chris Thacker.
Yeah.
Day I stop complaining is the day I start shooting, says Rock.
Uh-oh.
Dougie P says picking book only option. Delivery to Scotland, UK. No shipping options are available for the selected location. Why are you shipping to Loch Ness? Weird.
Because there's a monster there.
Yes, there is. Let me see. Oh.
What are we doing? Am I still on?
Yeah, you're still on. I was talking about the Loch Ness monster.
I didn't know if I had
It's not a
fallen
monster.
asleep or something.
It's a dinosaur, and it has a name. It's a Nessie.
Please explore us.
It's Nessie.
It's most likely fake, but you know.
We don't know.
No.
Is the most famous photos were fake.
Photographic.
We don't know that. You don't know that. You don't know
there
that.
hasn't been any proof, and it's very unlikely that a creature of that size. Listen, I love my conspiracy theories, but Nessie is very unlikely.
Oh, that fish
It
monster.
It could be hibernating.
I didn't know we had a
Okay,
Nessie
there you go.
bigot on the team.
I guess I'm a Nessie bigot.
No, I join her. It's absurd. In fact, the first picture was taken like in 1920. The guy came out and said it was a fake, and the whole thing is based on that one photograph that isn't even real. So
Exactly.
And didn't you watch what was that Leonard Nimoy show in the 70s, In Search of?
In Search of.
They got a bunch of boats together, linked them together for the entire Loch Ness with sonar on them, and swept the entire lake and found nothing.
Cave system.
That's what they said afterwards. They said, "Oh, he's hiding because he didn't want to get."
Thank you for saying
That
that.
sounds like a reach.
Yep.
Yeah, no such thing as underwater caves, guys.
Aaron, you are a joke in the Loch Ness monster community. I just want you to know that. A joke.
But in the Bigfoot community.
And the Bigfoot community too. You're a joke in the Bigfoot. We get together and we go, ha ha ha, he doesn't believe in Loch Ness monster.
Yeah.
We laugh at you.
That's me.
I choose to believe in the Loch Ness monster. I think it's real.
No,
And
Oingo
then
Boingo or whatever that Canadian monster is, that one's okay.
Oh yeah.
Well,
See,
Oko
you're just a
Poko.
hater.
What's his name?
Hater.
Ogo Pogo, Oingo Boingo, something like that.
Yeah.
You Canadians, help me out.
I believe in dinosaurs.
I believe the Loch Ness monster is dead, and what we're witnessing is the ghost of the Loch Ness monster.
Now we're getting someplace.
Yeah.
Like Kelsey is a story guy. Ghost of the Loch Ness monster versus the soul of Bigfoot. Let me see. Luke Stone. Hey, thanks, Luke Stone, for making fun my comic. Every day, your name will be celebrated, at least by me.
The soul of Bigfoot.
What this? John. Oh yeah, the soul of Bigfoot.
Yeah,
Bigfoot soul.
Good joke. It's fun. The book and the short are worldwide. If your international address doesn't show up in the database, we can add it. Just email FMC support. Mike T83 says, "What do the Kings think about Phil Diaz's missus getting a high COMICSGATE sign on camera at All Elite Wrestling Dynamite show recently?" Did you?
Dude,
guys
it was
know about
rocking, man.
Excellent.
That was awesome.
Cool.
That was cool.
It did upset a few people, and that makes me sad. You know
Why?
Well, a few people who don't matter.
Oh
yeah.
Is it Scott Kurtz?
Yeah,
probably.
Poor guy.
It's such a problem. Like people.
Nobody's holding up signs that say Scott Kurtz or PvP or any of that stuff. So
Don't listen to those.
it sucks.
Yeah.
What great comics have they made?
We have a tradition of this. I mean, of course, this happened way back when.
That's so great.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so that was before, and then this is the new one where you've got let me see, High COMICSGATE here, and by the way, you see this head here. That's Elvis Presley impersonator Phil Diaz.
He's like, "Can you spot me?" I'm like, "That shirt, I can spot that a mile away." He's got like a Hawaiian shirt on.
Oh my gosh, so distinctive, yeah.
Any opportunity you guys have to get a sign that says High COMICSGATE, I mean, if you want to stand behind Good Morning America, you know how they do that?
Yeah.
Anything like that,
Today's Show.
do it. Oh my God, do it! It's
What
so
I-
great.
What I think would be better is if I go with Phil Diaz, wear a high COMICSGATE t-shirt, and Phil Diaz just picks me up.
Oh,
He puts you on his
Over
shoulders
his
like you're his
shoulders.
child.
Yeah.
yeah, sit on his shoulders. That'd be best. That'd be great.
Patrick P says, "Oingo Boingo ruined Bridget Fonda for fuck's sake."
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that. All right, hold on a second. Let's go back and let's check out Scribbles. This is Kelsey Shannon's excellence. Kelsey, you are the best. We did get a couple more backers here.
Ooh, awesome.
So close.
Wow,
Knocking
thank
on
you.
9,000. Congratulations.
Yeah.
All right, Shane is right. It's gay to say Porsche the EVS way, says Urash Matar. And I just want to emphasize that it is not the EVS way. It is the real way, the actual way to say Porsche, which is correct way, which is, of course, I guess the EVS way.
Yeah, but that's not what Americans do. We don't pronounce foreign things properly. We've called it Porsche for the entirety of my life, and we call Adidas, but that's not the proper way either.
We've also said
No, it's
Paris.
Adidas.
You
instead
should
of
say it the
Paris.
correct way. That's why Schadenfreude, it has it at the end.
No, we don't want to say it the gay German way. We don't want to say
we're
it
Americans. We
all
take it over.
We're going to take
Schadenfreude,
words
all
and
right?
make them ours.
Schadenfreude.
Like, oh my God, John, can you just like get over it? It's like Porsche, okay? Like, can you
Wow.
just stop for 1 second. Like, oh my God. All right, this is a Captain America, by the way. This is a drawing of Captain America. Okay,
Well,
that's
that's
Captain
not
America.
character.
It's not Steve Rogers. Or like, did they?
No, that's the
No,
homosexual
there's
train hobo named Aaron Fisher, Captain America.
Thank you
I'm not
very
keeping
much.
up with this stuff.
Yeah.
well.
By the way,
looks
I
like-
realize I do know this person and don't bother them, but that's one of the people who have since blocked me and don't ignore me over politics. Very sad.
I wish they would block
They're
me.
stupid.
Yeah.
Get it over with, ladies. All right. So once again, tonight is the night
Ooh.
that we're supporting
Wow.
Kelsey Shannon as he approaches $9,000 on his Scribble sketchbook. The link, of course, pinned to the top of the chat. Porsche is a woman's car, says Jay Mama. It is, isn't it?
Not the,
It
not the
is.
997 or the 911 Turbo S or GT3s or.
You know a lot about this. I see.
Ethan,
What?
on the previous super chat, I do not remember calling you gay, but if I did, I apologize.
Thank you, homo.
Oh.
EVS, he says, yeah, tell Rini to go take a shower or something, says Head Rock. We read that one. Back Writhe and Pain on Indiegogo or Fund My Comics. Says
thank you.
Writhe and Pain, that's Mark Bolton's new book.
Nice.
It looks great. They brought me a sample of it over there. It is a beautiful, beautiful comic.
Thank you.
Tobias, the Indigenous Ginger Patrick says, my Wreck Planet American Hopper edition. Oh, I read this one. Thank you for that, by the way.
Awesome.
Bud Light, even you dumb transphobic hillbillies can manage to figure out how to open up a can and drink it. Give us money. Is that what they were saying?
That's what I saw.
Yeah, that's every
That's
white
what
person was.
saying.
They fucked up opening the keg. The guy was walking on the hot pavement barefoot, standing on top
There
of
were
it.
a couple
they were
black
making
people,
fun of
but they were
everybody.
Yeah, they should have just had chimp sounds through the entire commercial, right?
Yeah. The guy couldn't get in his hammock right. Like, you didn't pick up on that, Ethan?
No, I didn't. Because I just recognized it as kind of like the world. It's like that is the real world. I didn't know it was making fun of white people, but
Yeah, but they also had the where they were sponsoring that gay pride float or whatever, right?
Hey, don't worry about it. Let me see. They'll continue to be punished. Bud Light, doesn't matter what they say and do. Bud Light sponsored Toronto Pride with Nude Dudes and Kids.
There you go.
Jesus.
Nude Dudes and Kids. That's the name of Shane's garage band from when.
I feel like I should leave.
Why? You know what, Shane? You're right, though. I need to direct that at Jimmy instead of you. So Jimmy's going to take a little bit of my ribbon. You've had enough.
What is up with
Not
the aggression
not
today?
the kids, but the
Right?
pride.
You need a back rub. You
It's
got
passive
boo-boo
aggression, Shane. It's passive aggression. Just
It's jet lag. He's still jet lagged.
Gold Arrow Comics says, "Hey, COMICSGATE, we only have 18 days left. Please help us spread the word." Black Cat Guy says, "Hey, Rainey, show us that mug you're drinking from again." And we did do that. Patrick T says, "Sent you a compliment, super chat, EVS." I didn't see that. Did I? Maybe I did. Yeah, I would go back and check if it were a compliment. Protop Saltus means first cantor in Greek. I was a Byzantine cantor for 25 years in the Greek Orthodox Church, says John Peter Presson. Protosalpsis. I can't pronounce that. I don't know how that's pronounced.
I don't understand what any of that means.
Elizabeth Lyon says, "Howdy, Uncle Ethan. Love my Cyberfrog figures." Thank you. Alpha Suma says, "What if the little drop of water evaporates? Do I rain later?" That's a great point. Poetry doesn't make sense. That's not him. It's the Art Jedi, says Lieutenant Hughes. Too late. We made the mistake twice more. Patrick, you can buy a Porsche Cayenne used for $10K. For your information, get Marks to dox the model. Next level hazing potential. Did he ever say that? Did he ever say what kind of Porsche?
No. I brought that up last night, though. There are cheap Porsches. That's where COMICSGATE is. If that's where we're at, is COMICSGATE. There are cheap Porsches.
Yeah.
Porsches.
All right. Rini found 17-year-old dude's Twitter fast. A female chokeout.
No, I just searched it in Twitter. Oh my gosh.
Like a blood.
Oh my gosh, she's single. Leave her alone. She's looking for love.
Cougarini. Oh, by the way, Cougarini is credit goes to Eric Huffles on that. Headrock says
it's trending right now.
That's a older woman that preys on younger men.
Oh,
I don't know where this rumor came from. It's completely untrue.
True. SHS Rebels 08 says, "Shane, stop being so gay all the effing time."
Yeah, I'll try. Now let me get on that. I'll put a note in that.
Elizabeth Lyon says, "I keep posting on Facebook to have a COMICSGATE at the Cincinnati Comic Expo." Oh, Cincinnati Comic Expo is run by the co-creator of Walking Dead, Tony Harris. No, not Tony Harris. Tony Moore. Tony Moore.
Yeah. He's actually, I've met him before. He's a really cool guy.
I love Tony Moore, but does he love COMICSGATE? I don't think so. So I'll bet we will not be able to do that. But maybe, I don't know. Maybe we will.
Isn't that so weird that you're like, this guy was cool in comics, and then you're a COMICSGATE, and it's like, no, now he's a dick.
Yeah, like it's like, is he brave enough to just be like, you know what, fuck you guys? Like, there are very few people who are like that, who are like, you know what, I'm not COMICSGATE, but I don't give a fuck with these people. Like, you know, I'm just gonna say hi to you. I don't care. Dave Finch is like that. You know, he's great in that way. There are other people like that. You have to be extremely secure and not afraid of your peers, and most of these people are not. Hail COMICSGATE. Top favorite comic artists: John Malin, Aaron Lopresti, Irene Strakowski, Andy Smith, Kelsey Shannon, Shane Davis, and let me see here.
Like a top 10.
I got a top 10 here right now going. Rob Hunter and Jimmy Rice.
Wait a minute.
And Del Keown.
Yeah, you gotta put Dale in there.
They're my
He's listening
favorites.
to everybody.
Paul Alter, why are certain comic book artists denying Nessie when their entire career is based on made-up stories? Thank you.
They lack imagination.
COMICSGATE, more like Comics Great, says Triple A. That's a Triple A. Chris Topher says Nessie is just painted on the dome, flatter forever. Patrick T says Boingo, ruin Bridget Fonda. Antoine Haynes, who's going to San Diego Comic-Con and where will you be and what days? That's a great question. Anybody want to answer that?
All days, booth 4706.
We'll be on my porch, my Porsche.
My Porsche.
I'll be on Netflix's empty lot.
Are you going to drive your Porsche with your leather jacket and sunglasses, your black shades at San Diego Comic-Con? All right, let me see here. The Dawn says, along with Carlos and Jimmy, I was at Malin's birthday party. I'm also upset that none of the Kings were there. But for the record, I told John no Bud Light. That's the Dawn. Cousin Dev says, Porsche 917 is as macho a car as has ever existed.
Macho has been gay ever since the Village People exist.
I think he means 918, the Porsche 918.
He said 917. Is that what he meant, or is that wrong?
I think he meant the 918. Yeah.
Is there a 917?
I haven't heard of it. He might have meant the 997, but
Jimmy's a Porsche fan.
All these numbers.
I've driven a lot of Porsches.
No, there's a 917. I just
There is?
Googled.
Oh, the 917, like the GT4. Is it the GT4?
Yeah, it's the blue
917 is a race car from the 70s, dummies.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's way
That's
before
pretty
mine. I
cool.
won't go back that far. I thought you meant the
Yeah, it's
918.
really cool
The
looking.
918 is badass.
Yeah.
$2 million car.
Don't step to the plate if you can't swing.
Oh my God, John.
My height
John.
can interfere. It's my height.
What?
Gentlemen, I got to rock and roll. I apologize, but
Before you go, giant Caucasian head magnetic statues found in Guatemala. Yeah.
With a face of fine features, thin
Looks
lips,
like
and
me.
large nose, once engulfed.
Oh my God, it does.
A vegetation directed to the sky.
That's what I look like when I'm outside, like meditating in the sun. This is exactly. This could be a photograph of that. Thank you so much, Aaron Lopez, for
thank
being
you,
here.
gentlemen. Congratulations,
Yeah.
Kelsey. We'll see you.
Thanks, pal. Later.
Adios.
I'm taking off too because I'm about to fall asleep on camera. So, guys, thank you so much, and everyone have a great night.
Go
And
find Mike
Kelsey-
Barron, will you? Jeez.
Kelsey, congratulations! I know I got to get him home. So.
He just broke 9,000. So
Hey, awesome. Thank you.
Nice.
Congratulations, Kelsey. Seriously, congratulations.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, good night, everybody.
Good night, pal.
Good night, dude.
Good night.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night.
All right, let me see. Look up Bridget Fonda pre Danny Elfman in post. Dude. Oh, yeah, you're right about that. I didn't know that.
No one
was in
needs to
this
see
that.
that.
If you say Porsche, you probably drive a Macan, says Cars and Depths.
That's a little SUV.
Yeah. Or a Cube, a Nissan Cube, which is what a
I'm just repeating what I've heard people say. I don't deal with Porsches.
Hitler created Volkswagen, which created Carmen Ghia, which created Porsche, says Patrick T.
He says porch.
Porch, which created Porsche.
Portia is the name of the pussy that Ellen DeGeneres eats.
That is correct. Yeah, I mentioned that from the start. I was like,
It's not just a gay car. Yeah, it's
also a lesbian. And a kind of cute lesbian too. She was in she looked good in
Godzilla, 1999.
No, I didn't see her in that. She was.
you're thinking of like Anne H or something. Anne H.
Arrested Development.
Arrested Development. Thank you.
Yeah. She's hot in that.
And I was like, "What? She's a lesbian? You're kidding me?" Well, I can still wank it to Samantha Fox. What? Samantha Fox is a lesbian too? What's going on?
You still rank it to Rosie O'Donnell.
That's a good point for me. I see what you're saying there. All right.
Thanks for having me on tonight. Thanks for having me on tonight, Ethan. I'm gonna bounce, grab something to eat. If you're around later,
Can you hear
John.
me just say, "Hey, everyone"? So thanks for coming on, and then you go, "I'm gonna bounce, Ethan."
Got to make it all about Shane.
Shane. Okay.
All right.
Hey, thanks, Shane. We'll see you later, pal. Take care,
What
man.
the fuck? I didn't hear you. Sorry.
Shane, come on, Post Kings, and explain yourself.
Okay. Thanks everybody for being here on COMICSGATE Kings. We appreciate you very much. Even Shane Davis does. Let me see. Porsche, the official vehicle of PegFest and Twinkfest. That's Chris. Appreciate you. Don't forget to back Scribbles, the sketchbook by Kelsey Shannon. I know that John Malin will continue to promote it on his post-bang show coming right up, right?
If Kelsey shows up, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna come on and show us some more of my videos.
Oh.
I'm gonna have a film festival on John's channel.
John, I'll come on your show if you also show a Mail-In After Midnight film festival. I would love that. Mike S. Miller is acting uppity on Twitter right now. And if you want to go ahead and show some of your Smiller videos, I will join you on the show. I will go into overtime to be your guest. That's something to think about.
Yeah.
I don't know. Thanks, everybody, for being here. We'll see you again next time on COMICSGATE Kings. Adios.
Bye.
Don't ask me, I'll never tell. I look to you as a bell, and now you're in my way. I trade my soul for a wish, pennies and dimes for a kiss. I wasn't looking for this, but now you're in my way. Your stare was holding, ripped jeans, skin was showing. Hot night, wind was blowing. Where you think you're going, baby? Hard to look right at you, baby. But here's my number, so call me maybe. You're going, baby. This is crazy. Call me maybe.
what's right. Fight for your life. When it comes crashing down and it hurts inside, you gotta take a stand. It don't hurt to hide. If you hurt my friends, then you hurt my pride. I gotta be a man, I can't let it slide. I am a real American, fight for the rights of every man. I am a real American, fight for